Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow. KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On.
And you're on.
Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Monday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are here.
The boys are here at the YMCA.
We are at the YMCA. We're at the Horn One. San Mateo and Indian School. We're hanging out all day long. The YMCA's got a bunch of fun announcements, which we're excited about. They opened up their day camp stuff today. So, did you boys get your kids in?
Well, I have an adult child.
Okay.
So she kind of takes care of herself now.
I mean, she could be a worker. She could be a she needs summer employment.
Say there's room for anyone, right?
Yeah, that's
There
how
it is.
that's how I feel about it. So I'm Fred Slow, alongside me, my YMCA, Van Nunley. Van, how are you?
Just, ever so slightly above average.
That
my guy.
good, huh? That
Yeah,
good.
solid 6 status, baby.
Not so bad. And then joining us here at the YMCA, Robert Gibson. Robert, how are you?
I'm good. I'm a 6.1. I'm always going to try to one-up Van.
That's
smart.
okay. I mean, do what you got to do.
Sure. I like jumping over low bars, too.
Exactly.
Both of you boys were better than me this past weekend when you were recognized by the Lobos at senior night. How was senior night out there at the pit?
Great turnout. Yeah, it
Yes.
was a great turnout. And it was lovely just walking out on, we did it already once, but, all the accolades and attention, I'm a humble guy.
Right.
Just kidding. Give me all you got.
Well, and I'll be real honest with you boys. I don't watch reruns, so that's why I didn't go back.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't do the same thing twice.
Well, see,
Oh.
this time we had the pleasure of walking out with Lobo AD Eddie Nunez.
Oh, how was he?
He's doing great as usual. Just
Yeah?
the best dude ever.
So I saw you guys put a photo on social media, but neither you or Robert or Eddie were the ones stealing the show.
No.
No. You brought in
Yeah.
a little relief.
Yeah, I brought my daughter. She wasn't too happy to be there. The 9 p.m. was kicking her butt,
Yeah.
but she hung in there for a little bit.
Got the photo up, got out of there. Good big win though for the Lobos, right? Like send the seniors home with one. That's what's
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. I was out of town. I was in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico all weekend calling so the way college baseball works, boys.
Okay.
9 innings on Friday,
Okay.
doubleheader on Saturday,
Okay.
2 7-inning boys, 9 innings on Sunday.
Wow. That's a lot.
Okay.
My goodness.
Okay.
I love baseball, right?
I love baseball.
It's the only baseball I get right now. There's no Major League Baseball. You know how I feel about Rob Manfred. But hear me out, boys. I will do 2 9-inning doubleheaders
Mm-hmm.
if you just let me do them in 2 days.
Yeah. It's nice and spread out for you.
Like give me 4 9-inning games. Number one, I get more baseball. Number two, I get less days.
Yeah.
From what I understand of your contract, which is very little,
Yes, I don't share.
you make more money the more days you work. So thanks for bad scheduling to you.
Well, it's not about the more money. It's about the game. It's also about the more money.
I was going to see how long you held that one.
You both know me pretty well. It is always about the more money. Back at the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio, Mike Vitale. Michael, how are you?
Getting ready for March Madness, guys.
It basically starts tonight as the Lady Lobos take on San Diego State, and they best put a thumping on them, and we'll talk to JJ Buck about that at 5:30, so make sure you're here with your boys. All right, there are 2 stories in my life, guys, from this weekend. It's not New Mexico Highlands Cowboys baseball, who went 1-3 against the visiting Colorado Christian. It's not the start of the Mountain West. It's not the start of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference tournaments. It's not high school basketball. It's gas prices or how bad the Batman was. Which one do you want me to give you guys first?
Gas prices.
Oh my gosh.
Got to be the gas prices.
Boys.
My gosh.
Boys.
Higher than astronaut snot, bro. This is crazy. Like, the car that I have, 65 doesn't fill it up.
No.
That's crazy.
I drive a truck.
Oh, yeah, you feeling it.
And here's Mr. Prius sitting back smiling. I don't even notice the gas prices in my tiny little Prius. Talk smack now, son.
There's all hey, and Mike Vitale's back at the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio, and he's like, I walk.
I do it the economically feasible way.
Oh God, I'm thinking about walking, boys. So all right, here's what I got. Over $4 in a lot of places,
Right.
but the average is $3.90. So let's just call it $4.
It's the highest since 2008, from what I understand.
You know what happened in 2008?
Economic
Crash.
collapse.
Wasn't
Yeah.
great.
Well, that's the real estate market, not the gas
This-
market.
Aren't they all like intertwined?
This is
They all
world. This
are.
is worldwide price gouging. There's no secret about it. It happens every few years. Quit acting like there's never been a gas shortage and prices have never gone up.
How come I wasn't warned about this when I bought my new truck 2 months ago?
Yeah. Stay off of Facebook. Gas prices aren't that bad.
They're that bad. I saw them. Here's actually when I knew they were that bad, because I live behind a Sam's Club.
Okay.
You guys,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still the same price.
oh my gosh.
Well, let's clarify this.
No,
You
in a
live
home.
behind a Sam's Club in an apartment complex,
Mhm.
not like in an alley. Those are two wildly different things.
That is what it sounded like.
He will be living in his truck soon if the prices
the
don't
price
change.
A lot of truth to that.
Gas prices are higher than Brittney Griner's baggage handlers.
Oh,
That's a
yes.
Thank you.
Yikes.
There we go.
You guys may recall a couple months ago, my car was stolen. I've talked about this on the radio.
Uh-huh.
So they found my car, boys. Okay,
Did it have a full tank of gas?
go fish.
You said, I don't want the stuff that's in it.
I did not want the stuff was in it. So they find the car and they're like, hey, Freddie, we're going to send you your personal belongings. And I'm like, how did you identify those? Like, because it was stolen. It was
Yeah.
used. What word do you guys use for someone who steals a car and does drugs in it?
Steve.
So all these
I know. I
Steves
got
were
a
in
guy.
it.
I got a guy.
So I'm like, so what did you guys pull out? And they're like, sir, we don't know. Like, we didn't keep a record of it. We're just going to send it to you in the mail. I'm like, first of all, this place is on Broadway. I could just go down
Yeah,
there.
go
Like,
grab
It's right there.
What is the
It's
thing?
right there.
So they send me a package, boys, of the things they recovered from my stolen car 3 months later. Okay, this should be a varsity. So they sent me a package.
Was any of it really yours?
None of it. Guys, I go down the post office today. I get the package.
Yeah.
I'm standing at and when they hand me the package, you expect the package to be in like a cardboard box. You expect the package to be sealed of some sort. I joke you not, because I didn't open it, so I don't know exactly what it is.
Mhm.
So it was either a cane or a lacrosse stick wrapped up
Oh my
in
god.
like I don't like if you were to heat it, it would shrink packaging. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
So, and then the lady hands it to me like the way I imagine the lady in the lake handed Excalibur to King Arthur. And I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And she's like, sir, this is your mail.
It's yours.
And I'm like, I don't need your cane. I'm not Fraser's dad.
Some
Like, what am I going to do with this?
Some stranger's cane that's like just covered in homeless fluids
I
and
know.
fentanyl.
And she's like, yeah.
No, trust me,
Yeah.
the fentanyl was off of it. Trust me. No trace.
You just like ran your finger down the cane and did a little
Yeah,
gummer.
yeah.
Just rubbed it on your gums real quick.
she's
Oh,
like-
that's a good cane.
Boy, she's like, don't you want to open it? I'm like, literally, no.
No.
Like, nothing in my being has made me even remotely interested in seeing
Why would they
this.
think that was yours?
Right?
That's crazy.
Well, because you
Isn't that evidence? Shouldn't they be doing something with it to catch the people?
obviously he's got a cane because he couldn't get away from the carjacker.
Guy-
Stole his car.
Hey, so I sent you guys the screenshot or the website where the car is. Like, did you look through the pictures of the car?
It is rode hard
Yeah,
and
bro.
put up wet.
Stop.
Yeah.
They only had it 2 months. They ripped off like the sun visors for some reason. I don't know how you use those in paraphernalia. Maybe the glass on the. And by the way, it was a dude's car. I swear it was a dude's car. But yeah, there was a mirror in the sun, in the sun visor in the driver's seat. Like that doesn't seem that weird, right? Right, boys? Right? Boys. It was a guy's car, right?
I'm just thinking of the number 2 reason that someone would use a mirror. Number 1, obviously,
Obvious.
to look at yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say drugs.
Number 2,
Well,
I think is also fairly obvious.
I was thinking drugs first.
Yeah, drugs. Wait, you think people do more drugs off of mirrors than look at themselves in mirrors?
No, but I believe
But it's close.
With this story, yes.
Okay.
in the Steve Harvey Family Feud style best answer,
Yeah.
drugs is number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1,
Show me drugs.
yeah. Show me reflection. That's number 1. All right. Today's varsity is the varsity of things you use a mirror for. No, it's not, because
No,
it's
there's 2.
only drugs
It's only
and
2,
reflection.
yeah.
Yeah, there's literally 2.
So anyways, if you guys want to buy my car, it's up for salvage title auction at whatever the salvage lot is.
And they didn't check it for drugs?
So here's my
They're like,
understanding.
no, your cane is clean, bro.
Yeah.
To my understanding, when the police department called me, they were like, "Sir, your car is inoperable." And I was like, "Well, it's not my car.
Yeah.
I got paid for it by the insurance company." And they were like, "Should we call them?" And I'm like, "Just tell me more stories about the car."
Yeah.
And they're like, there were biohazardous materials in it.
Biohazardous.
Okay.
I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
That's got to be paraphernalia of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Dirty Mike and the boys
That's-
got a hold of it. That's what happened.
So that car is, it's like TI. That car is dead and gone. So that sucks. Anyways, I didn't get the cane. I was afraid I didn't want to touch the cane.
Of
Yeah,
course you
because they
wanna
didn't
touch
clean
it.
it off.
No.
They just picked it up.
And
With
we're
gloves.
talking a lot about drugs here, and we're talking a lot about cane. By the way, we're talking about a walking
A
cane.
walking
A
cane.
walking
yeah.
cane.
walking
Yeah.
cane.
Yeah.
They didn't just shrink wrap a kilo of cocaine.
So-
like, here's your stuff, bro.
It looked like a shrink wrapped cane or a shrink wrapped lacrosse stick that was broken and bent over to look like a cane. Those are the only 2 options of what it could have been.
Why
Could've
would
been
they
a
think you wanted that if it was yours?
My name is Fred, and I feel like that's an old timer's name.
Oh,
So I
okay.
feel like
There we
that-
go.
that's part of it.
Legally,
Okay.
it's Manfred,
Yeah,
which
well,
is even more
Oh,
old
that's
timey.
super old.
legally, my last name's Slow, and I feel like that also relates
Ah,
to canes.
there we go.
Well, they just thought it was a description of you.
Mm.
Who's coming by to pick up the cane?
Also, boys,
Fred Slow. It's like, oh, okay. He needs a cane.
I had a super fancy, like very nice, like extra long yoga mat in there for like when I yoga, and I'm like, "Where's my yoga mat?"
Oh, man. That's just covered in homeless fluids.
Yeah,
It
that's-
has to be.
They use that for
That's
a
a
lot
mattress
of different
right now.
weird reasons.
That's a mattress right now.
Like, I mean, like for real, it's kind of a high price mattress though. Like it was a super nice, like, is a word yogi, like a yogi style mat.
Yogi style?
I don't know. It was
What?
not the crappy one you get at Ross. It was like the super nice one.
Which is the
Oh.
one I use.
Yeah, you use
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Ross
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because you have regular size physically.
I do yoga on my mat, and my hands just touch the ground anyways. They just go right.
Oh
through the
yeah, it
mat.
just sinks in.
There's nothing
Yeah.
springy or bouncy or supportive.
No, this thing was
whatsoever.
like memory foam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Nice.
it was like 7 foot long because of the size of my body.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh my god, this thing is so sweet. Stolen. Super stolen.
Exactly
That's
what
the
they
only
said.
thing
That's exactly
don't-
what they said.
you don't care about your car whatsoever.
Yeah, he's talking
Like,
about
you're super excited to get that check and buy a truck, but you missed the yoga mat, not the walking cane.
Well, in the plus minus of my life, I feel like I traded my super nice yoga mat for a drug ridden fentanyl laced cane that I didn't even keep. Like that's a poor trade.
well,
eBayed it.
you don't know the street value
Sure.
of the cane just yet.
I left it in the trash bin at the post office on Lomas. So if you're at Lomas and Tramway,
Oh my
And
god.
you need a walking cane. What you got to do, what you should have done is, glove up,
There you go.
put on a mask,
Yep.
put on some goggles, and you got to unscrew that thing. That thing might have been just filled with drugs. You had no idea.
God, you're so Albuquerque. You're so Breaking Bad.
Yeah. That's where I would hide drugs, an old man's walking cane.
It's not wrong.
You
That's,
just
just
gave-
that's the number 2
just-
place I'd hide it
You
at.
just gave a great idea to a lot of people. Bro.
You're welcome. I'll take a cut.
speaking of drugs, Brittney Griner, whenever we get back.
Oh,
Thank you to
man.
the YMCA who's having us out today. We're having a lot of laughs. Albert Ramirez is going to join us at 4:30. We're going to talk about, I tell you what, today's the day to become a member. Like in a lot of times on radio, people are like, you're just saying that. No, today's like, you get it all.
You get it all.
Like you sign up today, you get it all. And by the way, 200 something people already signed up today. Like that's how good the deal is.
Yep.
So anyway, so figure that out. We're going to do that. Obviously, thank you to Mexico Pinon Coffee, who just made Boys. They are the title sponsor of Locker 505's inaugural 4-man scramble, which Robert, you're playing in because I can't make it. I have to play in Highlands for baseball that day. But they're the title sponsor of Locker 505's inaugural golf tournament. And I don't know if they want me to put their business out there, but I'm going to do it. $5,000 donation to Locker 505.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah,
That's
those
awesome.
guys give. Back after this. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Plan for the expected. Ensure against.
Stand by. Let's go ahead and do that liner, okay?
I'm ready when you are.
Call 85.
I'll let you know when I'm ready, okay? Hold on. Hey, can you turn down Robert's mic down?
Turn Robert
Gateway
down, yeah.
Insurance.
Yeah, thanks. Hold on. Give me 1 minute here.
Crash westbound on I-40 as you approach.
You say when and I'm ready. Am I supposed to be doing it?
And go ahead and talk, okay?
Okay, ready. It's Fred Slow with 2 Men On. On today's episode, we're in the studio. What? Why aren't we out in the community that we care about so much? Because it's the only thing that matters. Just baseball gave up on us. 4 o'clock.
It's good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
By the way, made a promise to take out Mikey tomorrow.
Madness. It's coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Is that spring you're feeling in the air? It certainly is. Time to get out, be active, and get moving. Guys, how you feeling? It's Jeff Symbieta. And gentlemen, are you ready for spring? If not, if you're tired too often, feeling sluggish, put on a few too many pounds, or even you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, give New Male a call. New Male helps men all over the country deal with these very natural things. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can go online at New Male. That's NUMALE.com. Why are so many men visiting New Male? Because it works. New Male utilizes its industry-leading testosterone replacement to help men deal with these very natural symptoms. Fellas, reality is as you age, there's a really good chance you're going to be affected by these things, but you don't have to succumb to them. Call New Male at 505-652-1688 and take care of it. New Male's right here in Albuquerque. They're convenient, and it works. That's the beauty. The results are real. Call New Male at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688, or visit newmail.com and feel better.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, bottling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup,
You get
applying to college.
A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMVA and the station.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
The Duke City's
Here we go, guys.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The
And you're up.
Back live from the Horn YMCA. Laughing a lot, telling a lot of jokes. Did you boys know? Brittney Griner has been playing basketball in Russia for the last 7 years.
Almost all of the WNBA does. All the WNBA stars go to Russia every year.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I don't know what their
They
salaries
play 2
are.
seasons every year.
Well, 70% of 2 seasons. I mean, it's.
Well, no, that's what they get paid.
Oh, okay. They don't get no 70%. They
It's
may
not even close.
No. Sorry, so it looks here. The maximum salary base of the 2022 season is $228,000. The minimum is $60,000. So, by the way, good work if you can get it.
Sure. Let's play basketball, have some fun, get paid, some endorsements.
But they go over to Russia every year.
Yeah.
Question is, how much do they make in Russia?
Well, the ruble ain't worth anything. I do believe they're paid better, but also if you go over to Russia with a handful of American dollars, you're going to live pretty for the time you're over in Russia collecting your Russia money.
Mm-hmm.
So it says here, she earns $1 million per season over there.
$1 million ruble or $1 million American?
Dollars.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So they do make more money in Russia.
Which is 4 times what she makes in the WNBA.
Because she's maxed.
Average of 130,000.
Over in Russia?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's still better than the average in the WNBA. About 70 players play internationally. So, across the 12 WNBA teams, how'd you know I knew that? There's, what's that, 140 players, 144 players? So, roughly half of them also play across seas. Okay. Brittney Griner was over in Russia. Russia started doing some weird stuff in the world. Brittney Griner decided to leave.
Oh, Brittney.
She legit forgot where she was, right? You don't just go to the airport with drugs in Russia when there's a war.
Well, this lets me know she's been doing it since 2014.
Of course.
Yeah.
She got that comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows my mind. And first off, why are you waiting a whole month to leave? The war's been going on for a cool minute.
Yeah.
You have to finish out the season? You can just leave.
I guess there are special Russia TSA rules during war. I didn't know that. Obviously, Brittney Griner did not know that. But, I mean, she's going to go to Siberia, right? Like, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to go get her? Because somebody has to go get her. And here's the thing right now. Russia really ain't taking calls from people. Because Sprint doesn't work there anymore.
The assassination of the Archduke Ferdinand.
Talking about World War I right now?
Yes, I am. The imprisonment of Brittney Griner is going to start World War III. That either you give us Brittney Griner or we're going to nuke St. Petersburg.
All right, Robert.
Hold up, bro. Stop it. We're not talking about Sue Bird, all right? This is Brittney Griner.
This ain't Cheryl Miller. We're
No.
talking about right now.
No. She's going to be over there for a while. Nobody's negotiating anything for her. That's the sad part. Just being honest.
What is that Russian accent like about? Like, how do you call America and be like, we'll have Brittney Griner? And you're like, what? Like, who? They're like, no, the WNBA girl. And you're like, no, it's ringing a bell. She's the one who beat up her wife. She's the one who.
The great Patrice O'Neal had jokes about this, and it's become reality. All right, let's just be real. She's African American, part of the LGBTQ community. If they don't go get her, she's done. No, like, I don't see. How many days has this story been? Has
2
anyone
days.
talked about what's the exit plan or how we're going to go get her? Nobody.
And also,
I just heard about it this morning, to be honest.
Now, I've heard about it for a couple of days. Yeah.
So, like, they're potentially, and this is going to be really awful. Russia can be like, we got this political tool.
Yeah.
Like, we
lift some sanctions.
Mm-hmm. If you ever want to see Brittney Griner hoop again,
trust me, they've already had that talk and got hung up on.
She's been in the league like 15 years. Like they're not going to negotiate for her. She's not like a prize rookie. No. Like, we're just going to release her.
Brittany's trying to get.
She's
her
not
phone.
a baller no more.
Yeah, she's trying to get her phone so she could send that video of her dunking. It's like that's so old now.
Yeah.
Like we already have like 6 women that can dunk. We don't need
figure it out. Cool. Hey, cool vape pen. You're in Siberia.
Okay. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair,
Thank you, Mike.
She is like a 7-foot tall black lesbian with tattoos. She's going to do just fine in Russian prison. She's going to be just
Wait a
fine.
minute. And that if she was in American prison, she's in Russia. There's no rules over there.
Well, she's going to be like the unicorn there. They're all the lesbian Russian prison gangs are going to be like jockeying for position to have her as part of the crew.
I want to, for the
funny.
remainder of this conversation, only use the word gulag.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if it's exactly where she's at, but in my mind, that's what I'm envisioning. So Brittney Griner, who I think we could also describe as beautiful Amazonian princess,
sure,
is over in this gulag. And I agree, in the hierarchy of gulag, like internal like affairs of prison levels, I think she's a queen. I think she comes in queen status. That's how I feel.
She's a step above me.
No.
In this bargaining chip like this, the value is super low. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of like diplomatic trips in the works to Russia to release Brittney Griner right now. Unfortunately,
this would have been big on social media if she was higher on that totem pole.
You know, two Fridays ago we had
2 Fridays ago.
Okay. 2 Fridays ago, we had Jeff Grammer on from the Albuquerque Journal telling us about his article of ex-Lobo players fleeing Ukraine because they were playing basketball in Ukraine. She just coolly and calmly hung out for 2 more weeks in Russia while war was going on. She didn't hurry up and hustle out and sneak across. She took her sweet time with it and then tried to fly with drugs.
Yeah.
Come on.
To be fair, when you're high, you forget that you can't fly with drugs.
How high do you have to be, though?
You remember when she was like, I could beat Boogie Cousins one-on-one. In hindsight, she was probably pretty high when she said that. It's like, it doesn't make sense.
She might be able to beat Boogie's cousin, but not Boogie Cousin.
No.
He's very good.
Okay. Friend of the show, Joel, says it would be higher on social media if there wasn't a war going on.
Well, that's why it's on social media, because there's a war going on.
Yeah. Trust me, if it was someone higher up than Brittney Griner, this would be a huge story.
Huge story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might.
Now it's just another sister with drugs.
Yeah.
At the airport. It just so happens to be in Russia.
Yeah.
Gulag.
It is in Russian gulag. Brittney.
Siberia. She's going to be in Siberia forever, boys.
Yeah, she's
like, Brittney Griner never going to come back.
She's going to be on their national team if they play
Oh,
basketball.
you beat me to it. If the Olympics ever let Russia back in, Brittney Griner is going to be the star and get Russia a gold medal. Congratulations, Russia. You won the next Olympics.
Oh, God, and they just start detaining all of them? Yes. Like all the WNBA players are over there? Yeah. No longer lesbian. You're married here. You are now Russian.
So who's the most famous WNBA athlete right now?
In the game?
Yeah.
Candace Parker.
Think so?
Of the names I recognize.
Diana Taurasi,
Sue Bird, Candace Parker, and then Brittney Griner is up there. She's won ships. She's won MVPs. Like, she's very good.
Let's see.
I feel like even the ones.
Here's the problem: we're talking about WNBA.
That's not
going to move. It's not going to move the meter in hostage negotiation situations.
Well,
what if Cheryl Swoops comes in though?
She swoops in.
Yeah,
that'd
be sick.
Yeah. So I'm looking here. The greatest WNBA player of all time is Diana Taurasi.
I would have said Lisa Leslie, but yes.
I would have said Lisa Leslie too, but they have it as Diana Taurasi.
Rebecca Lobo on the list because I like her name because I live in New Mexico.
Ah, good one.
I mean, like if you were to, I think the most famous like woman basketball player of all time is Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller.
How is it not?
Yeah, Cheryl Miller.
And then it's no one. Like there's everyone else.
We just named everybody. We rattled off all the names.
We left off Tina Thompson. She's like the one we left off.
Okay, I legit
Tina
don't
Thompson,
know that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she had been.
I'm terribly sorry,
She's-
guys.
yeah.
I don't know.
No. She's in the mix. But
Houston Comets.
yeah, if Maya Moore was to get like arrested in Russia right now, we'd be like, the actress?
Yeah, which Maya?
Yeah.
I don't know
The
who that
R&B
is.
singer? That Maya?
All right, so I got
It stops at Cynthia Cooper, I think. I don't think Brittany makes the. She's not up there.
She's on the other side of the
Yeah,
Mason-Dixon line?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and like even Becky Hammond would be over her, but you only think that because like she now coaches
She's
in the
coaching.
NBA.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like I like women's college basketball a lot. I think it's very good. I don't understand what dissolves to the next level.
Mm.
I don't understand what about it like is not as entertaining and is not engaging. Because like I'll watch Lady Lobos play. I'll be like, this is the most entertaining thing I could be watching. I go to the pit, I'm like, it's back and forth. It's 70, 80 points, sometimes 90 points. And I'm like, okay, like this is good basketball. You asked me to watch a WNBA game? I can give you a varsity of things I'd rather be doing. Like, what is the difference here?
Friend of the show, friend in real life, KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega says Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, for sure, Lisa.
Yep.
And he would because he's an LA guy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, star of TV and radio, KOB's very own Brandon Ortega, like the Batman. So that means his opinion doesn't matter because of how bad the Batman was.
So are you saying I shouldn't watch this?
Yes.
Yes, we should.
I'm saying
we should or
should not.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Absolutely
come
no.
on, Fred.
Would you rather?
So
would you rather?
Come on,
Robert, you haven't known Fred for a long time.
Yeah.
You can't believe a lot of his opinions on media and music and
Well,
television.
I've been picking. Well, I know for a fact the music part, like the Nelly stuff. But you didn't like Batman.
Boys.
Oh gosh.
Would you rather have, and just hear me out, 3 hours to do anything you want in your life, or watch the worst movie you've ever seen? Those are your two options.
But you know what?
Well, I got to watch Geely twice.
Yeah. Wait a minute. As long as I've known him, he said at least 3 or 4 movies were the worst movies ever in life.
Yeah, until I see a new worst movie ever in life. And
see, that's why I'm going to go with you, Van.
So
I'm going to go with you, Van, and Brandon.
And
Ortega.
Brandon.
Brandon says
Fred's
taste
taste
in
in
movies
movies
is
is legendarily terrible.
You're a comedian, right, Rob?
Yes.
You tell a lot of jokes, right?
Yes.
You got a set, right?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, you got a closer, right?
Right.
And as you write new jokes, you create new closers, and your closer moves up in your set, right?
Right.
Okay, that's what happens to the list of terrible movies.
Okay.
The Batman is the worst movie I've ever physically seen with my own eyes in person.
I can't believe that.
That can't be true.
No way.
It can't be true.
How not?
Because Val Kilmer's Batman exists. And
No,
there's no way
Val
it gets lower
Kilmer's
than that.
slays compared to this.
No.
There's no way.
I can 100 times over watch Martha Wayne's pearls shatter on the ground in slow motion and be like, that's a better use of time than what I saw in that movie.
By the way, we get it. Everyone knows that Batman's parents are dead. That doesn't need to be in any other Batman movie ever. We get it. You can save that 12 minutes or 15 minutes of storyline for something else.
There's a lot of minutes they could have saved from that movie. Worst movie I've ever seen in the history of all film. More on that after we sit down with Albert Ramirez, the executive director here at the YMCA, to talk about everything that's going on here in the club. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Well, traffic
clear.
No crashes to tell you about. A couple of slow spots though to make you aware of. We had slowdowns this afternoon. Southbound on I-25 starting around Osuna. They're going to last until Montgomery. Also northbound I-25 Gibson to Lead. Coal moving slow. We're also seeing slowdowns this afternoon. Southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with More in the Morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
The right superstar is LeBron and Giannis and Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Kyrie is the worst kind of superstar. James Harden doesn't have the fight of a Chris Paul, the fight of a Giannis. He's a quitter. When things don't go well, he bails. Houston, now he wants out of Brooklyn.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mortgage interest rates have begun to rise from the all-time lows, but it's not too late to jump in and save some money. I'm Scott Stigler for Indigo Mortgage. Rates are still very low and homeowners still have some great opportunities, like a cash-out refinance. You see, home prices are still sky high, so many of you are sitting on a lot of equity. Tap that equity while the rates are still low. Ben Lucero at Indigo Mortgage says it's a great time to finance home improvements, pay college tuition, or consolidate high-balance credit cards. You should also consider asking Indigo Mortgage about a shorter-term mortgage to pay off your home loan sooner. Rates on 10 and 15-year loans are much lower than a 30-year loan. It doesn't cost anything to ask about options available before rates increase again. As always, I recommend you call a trusted local advisor like Indigo Mortgage. There's just too much at stake to rely on an online lender that doesn't know you. Call Indigo Mortgage at 836-5700 or go to indigomortgage.net. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Indigo Mortgage. NMLS 188348.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google.
90 seconds.
95 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
Hey you. Ever wanted to learn a new language like French or Spanish or even Norwegian, but thought it'd be too difficult or time consuming? If so, it's time to try Babbel. Babbel lets you customize how and when you learn. Quick 10-minute lessons on words, siesta, bambola, phrases and grammar,
Last on coffee.
to games that keep it exciting. Listen to podcasts on the go or take live online classes with a real teacher. Hola clase, ¿cómo están? It's really up to you.
And 30. Here we go. Stand by.
Topics will feel, well, effortless. Go ahead, see where Babbel takes you. Ah, Paris. More ways to explore, more ways to learn. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
The Opening Drive with
Here we go, guys.
AJ Bob. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
And back to you guys. You're up.
Back on the program, live at the Horn YMCA, the intersection of Indian School and San Mateo. That's pretty close. Is that what you tell people?
That's what we tell people. Yeah.
A little bit louder, Alba. I'm sorry.
How's that? Better?
Yeah, it's better. Pull that thing up close.
There we go.
We're live at the YMCA. So, boys, let's be real transparent here.
Okay.
I freaking love the YMCA. It's my favorite place. I have work, I have my home, and I have the YMCA. Those are like my three places. Also, I drink a lot. So I have work, I have home, I have the YMCA, and wherever I'm drinking. Okay. Albert, you run the YMCA. You see us here all the time. And you sat us down and said, boys, we're going to make it so much better. Talk to us a little bit about value-add memberships. Albert, talk to us about how being a member pays.
Yeah. First off, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys come out, you do your shows here. We appreciate it. You're pro why. You understand what we do and why we do it. And so we just appreciate that you guys come out and do that. But yeah, so value-added memberships. So this is something we launched today with our kickoff of all our summer program registrations. But it's a little different. What we're doing is basically taking our family memberships, which are $68 a month, and our single parent family memberships, and we're adding a bunch of things to them that are now free. youth sports, which we used to charge, $185 for somebody to play in. You can join a sports league now for free if you have that membership.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sports clinics, sports camps. Obviously, you get all the other benefits that memberships have. So you can come in, use our facilities, our wellness centers, our sports performance center. Things like you go out and you pay for yoga, cycle classes, things like that. Those are all included in your membership.
So what is the youngest you can be to start a youth activity here at the Y?
Well, you can be an infant in our infant care program.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, 6 weeks if
That's
you want.
it's pretty young.
We kind of say we go cradle to grave here at the Y. So we've got the seniors that, are 98, 99, I think is our oldest right now. And then we got those infants in our childcare centers. So, yeah.
So like 4 years from now, Van is going to have a 4-year-old. So
ouch.
Can they start playing youth athletics at 4 years old?
Is this something I don't know about, Van?
That's something I don't know about, Albert.
Yeah, they can start doing itty bitty sports at 3 years old, actually. So they can come and take part of that. That's a parent-child class where the parents kind of they're their son's partner, and we lead them through drills and activities to get them better at sports. They kind of actually go through 3 different sports. They can do soccer, t-ball, and basketball, and so they kind of get a sampling of different sports that they want to play in. So it's kind of cool.
Well, you sent kudos to us. I'd like to send kudos to you as well, because we love this place no matter what. Even if we weren't on the board, even if YMCA wasn't a friend of the show, this place is absolutely phenomenal. And I think you deserve a lot more credit for this than you allow to be thrust upon your shoulders, because you guys had so much to deal with COVID and getting all these members back and getting your programs back. And you've worked your tail off the last couple years to make sure this place not only survives, but thrives. So cheers to you. And I really appreciate all the hard work you put in to make the YMCA what it is right now. With that being said, now that, the mask mandate is lifted and people are getting out more, do you see a rise in participation here at the Y?
Well, first off, thank you. It's not me. It's really all my staff. These guys work their tails off day in and day out to make this happen. We have seen it. Yeah. As soon as the mask mandate went down, people start calling, I'd like to come back to the Y, which is great. A lot of people have that stigma of having to work out with a mask. I personally think it probably helps your overall cardio.
I like the challenge
when you're doing that. Right. Yeah. But yeah, we definitely have seen the increase of members coming back. It's exciting. We hope it stays away, because if it comes back, we know the opposite happens. So, right now we're enjoying not having to enforce masks, right? It was not part of anybody's job description, but it quickly became that, right? So our staff had to go, can you please put your mask on and so forth. And that's, just wasn't fun, but we're glad it's gone now.
Let me break this down easily for you, Robert. Okay. You sign up today, you become a member. This is this is single parent family. Is that or family member?
Or family.
Okay.
Right.
So you get free unlimited use of the Y facilities, Robert. Unlimited use of the wellness centers, kids zone, unlimited group exercise, yoga, cycle, TRX, youth sports leagues, clinics, camps, martial arts, kids night out. Obviously, you can access the brand new speaker series events, which if you're doing a speaker series and you're not asking Robert to come and tell people how to write jokes.
There you go.
There we go.
And nutrition and wellness. And then 50% off summer day camp, specialty camps, before and after school programs, childcare programs, and athletic performance camp. What does it cost to send my kid here for a summer camp?
So as a non-member, you'd pay $260 a week.
Okay.
So you get it for $130 if you're a member. So if you think about that over the life of the summer, that's $1,000 savings just by becoming a member. That's 3 months. If you're a single parent, $55 membership each month, huge savings.
So
impressive.
So I have a 4-year-old, and me and her mom are already trying to talk about what we want our daughter to do. So with this launching of the value added membership program, starting today, how long do we have to think about this, where this is going to be something that we could take advantage of?
This is forever. This is our new membership program. So value add is what we're doing moving forward, starting today. So anytime you want to come in and take a part of that, it's going to be available.
Gotcha.
So let's say somebody has a normal membership, the $29 a month or whatever it is right now. If they opt into a lot of these things separately, what would their monthly bill look like? Like $500, $600, $1,000 a month?
Well, yeah. So if you're an individual member, right, those are pretty much available for adults, adults and seniors. So that gets you access to our facilities. Some of the Group X classes, things like that, are included in that membership. Still a great deal.
Sure.
It's really that family. We're really family based. So when you bring that family in, you really want to talk about upgrading to a family membership, because that's where you get all the savings and all these other programs.
Albert, my bad, boys. So Albert, I recently took out a small loan, okay? Because what I needed to do was fill my gas tank. So I need this $1,000 a summer savings for this day camp. How are there? I know their spots are going, like you said, hundreds of them went today.
Yeah.
So this is like a move real quick, get it figured out, and go and become a part of the Y. Because if not,
They're
there's
going
a
to
chance
fill.
you're going to miss out, right?
Yeah, they're going to fill. We sold 200 plus camper weeks already today, first day. And today is a members only day.
Yeah.
So tomorrow that opens up to the general public. Hopefully they come in, take it. There's no reason not to be a member now. There's just so much savings that you get for being a member that, you know, we're going to see these things move pretty quick.
So come down.
It's exciting.
Come down to the Y today, become a member, and then you can get your kid in to the summer camp before everyone else can get their kid in to the summer camp.
That's correct.
Cool. And then say I can't make it in today, say whatever. Obviously I didn't plan for him, just hearing the boys right now. 505-595-1515 is the best way to contact the Horn. Somebody will answer the phone, and then they will tell you exactly what you need to do.
Yep. Go online, YMCA-CNM.org. You can find all the information about our programs, dates, things like that there as well. Starting tomorrow, you can register. You can sign up online for a membership and register for any of these programs online tomorrow as well. So
there we go. Albert Ramirez, Executive Director of the YMCA. Do we miss anything?
Specialty camps. That's kind of the new thing. So we have summer specialty camps, again, with membership. You save 50% on those. Cooking camp, archery, coding, fit and fun, just to name a few. So a lot of those are great. They're half-day camps. So if you're not committed to being gone the full day, or you're still a parent working at home, but you want your kid to go do something, these are great camps for that. They're educational. You learn a lot. They meet new friends. It's great.
If by 5:01 p.m. today, Robert hasn't signed up his family for this whole thing, you let me know.
All right.
We're going to figure that out.
We'll track him down.
Yeah. I hear him all the time. He's like, you go get kids off the streets. Here's the opportunity.
There you
just
go.
like, let's do something right here.
Wait, my kid.
Oh, you don't care about
that? Start small, all right?
We are here every day of the week, and starting in April, we're going to be at the Electric Playhouse. We're starting our dodgeball tournament, which we're very excited about, and more details to come on that whenever we have them. Also, Thursday, we're live from O'Neill's. We're in the Nob Hill O'Neill's on Thursday, boys, so get ready to be up there and have a lot of fun with it. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Ray Magliozzi here. I'd like to carry
All clear, guys.
Thanks, brother.
the thing in my garage. Luckily, eBay Motors has all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them. Can't imagine stocking that many parts. Where would I get all those shelves? eBay Motors. Let's ride.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors.
Traffic this afternoon, there are some slow spots that you're going to want to be aware of. Westbound on Paseo, slowdowns this afternoon already starting back at Jefferson, and they're going to last through the river. Also, both directions of I-25 moving slow at separate spots. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, we're seeing quite a bit of congestion there. And northbound I-25, slowdowns between Gibson and Lead Cole. Breathe new life into your computer. Ask Computer Corner how they can upgrade your system today. Many services can be done while you wait. Visit compcorner.com or call 881-2333. This report is sponsored by Computer Corner. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Welcome to Advanced Bracketology Studies. This skill is a life skill, which could net you $1 million. We assume that was a college course. We didn't exactly finish college. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back. A perfect bracket nets you $1 million. 60 games or more will still pay out $10 grand. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is brought to you locally by Petrie Buick GMC. Only Petrie promises to work harder for you. Get details online now at sportsanimalabq.com.
This hour of Two Men On brought to you by Bernalillo County DWI Prevention. Go to burncode.gov for more information.
Is that spring you're feeling in the air? It certainly is. Time to get out, be active, and get moving. Guys, how you feeling? It's Jeff Symbieta. And gentlemen, are you ready for spring? If not, if you're tired too often, feeling sluggish, put on a few too many pounds, or even you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, give New Male a call. New Male helps men all over the country deal with these very natural things. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can go online at New Male. That's NUMALE.com. Why are so many men visiting New Male? Because it works. New Male utilizes its industry-leading testosterone replacement to help men deal with these very natural symptoms. Fellas, reality is, as you age, there's a really good chance you're going to be affected by these things, but you don't have to succumb to them. Call New Male at 505-652-1688 and take care of it. New Male's right here in Albuquerque. They're convenient, and it works. That's the beauty. The results are real. Call New Male at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688, or visit newmail.com and feel better.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
I'm ready.
It's me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the
4 minutes in this segment, 3.5.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Progressive is America's #1 motorcycle insurer, so we understand motorcycles. No, really, we have a bike translator.
Okay, so this bike feels like he's capable of a little more than just trips to the convenience store. Oh, also, he wants to let you know that you can buy a gallon of ice cream instead of a pint every time. Those are his words. So he said roughly like, blink the last wheel. It doesn't really translate, but the way he said it was super funny.
Get 24/7 roadside assistance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance subject to policy terms and limits and require comprehensive coverage.
The Jim Rome Show, weekdays at 10.
3.5 here. Here we go, guys.
Smooth as ever.
And back to you. You're up.
9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The texter has not been kind to me over my movie Ackerman, boys.
Now, whose fault is that?
Here's what I'm saying.
Is it that these accurate observationists here in the text thread, or is it you?
Boys, it's not me.
No. Okay, wait. What other movies were horrible since the beginning of the year that you feel?
This year?
Yeah.
Let me pull up a list of this year movies.
Or at least since the winter started.
Okay. Since the winter started.
Yeah.
And by the way, there are some movies I think are very good. I like that 10 Rings movie. I thought it was good.
I regret not seeing that in a theater.
Same, because it was so big.
10 Rings? What?
The Marvel one where the guy
the
guy shot his ring arms at people.
Was that Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
What's that called?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I should have saw that in the movie too.
That was bad. I should have saw that. But this Batman movie was garbage. All right, so I got a list of movies that came out this year. Now, also, to be fair, boys.
To be fair.
I don't see a ton of movies.
Okay.
So I'm not the
there
guy.
Hasn't been. A lot of them are going straight to the streaming platform, whichever one it may be.
Oh, okay. So I watched the one with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck where they're like in swords and sandals, and Darth Vader's kid was in it. What am I trying to say? Adam Vader?
Adam Driver?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Kylo Ren and Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
Yeah, I knew that one was going to suck.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I didn't even have to watch that one.
I saw it on a plane. It was terrible. I was mad that I saw it.
Any movie you're going to see on a plane is probably a B at best.
Now, hold up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, because me and Robert both watched. We both watched the 007 movie.
The last 007 was great.
Whenever we went to the Super Bowl.
Because was it on the airplane?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the stock airplane movie that was shown.
Yeah, the Southwest, whatever.
I don't think I've ever seen a good movie on an airplane. Wait, wasn't I on the same airplane?
Yeah. You chose.
I was watching Star Wars.
This is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
So you were watching a cartoon.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to sit with us because you knew we would do like the hazing. We would tease you. So me and Robert sat
No,
together.
I sat in my own row.
No, you walked multiple rows behind us on the. Your
To
plane
have-
etiquette is
to
bad.
have my own row.
You don't understand plane etiquette. We travel together. You sit in the same row. You put the divider between you, but you didn't. You like bolted to the back to meet a stranger.
I thought he had to go to the restroom or something.
Well, I had a Tinder match when I was in the restroom,
Ah.
the toilet. So I was trying to find him on the airplane.
You didn't even.
It was a different flight.
Wait a minute. You said Dune was horrible.
Oh, Dune is garbage.
Okay, Dune was phenomenal.
You're crazy.
Now I will give everyone this.
That's the movie. That's the movie.
Fast 9 was very good.
Fast 9 was better than Dune.
Insanely better. It was entertaining. You know what I haven't seen is the Kurt Warner movie. I need to see the Kurt Warner movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
See, I bet that one's bad too. The movie isn't as good as just telling the story.
Yeah.
The new Batman movie is at or near the worst thing I think ever put onto television. On the big screen.
Oh, man.
There's a new Batmobile, boys, and you can't even see it.
So it's like The Longest Night on Game of Thrones?
30.
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's embarrassingly bad.
As soon as I said that out loud, that doesn't sound right. The
Yeah.
Dark Knight, The Longest Night. Is it The Longest Night?
Yeah, whatever, where they have that big scene and you can't see any of it.
They can't see anything from the whole episode.
That's what the Batman is, the whole thing, but also far more emotional. Like emo,
Oh, that's
not
what it
emotional.
is.
Yeah. More ragging on this whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All clear. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo North of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
Brought to you by New Balance.
All right, traffic this afternoon. We had told you earlier about the slowdowns already this afternoon, westbound on Paseo. Reason for that now, we got a crash as you approach the river. We got backup starting westbound on Paseo all the way back at I-25 this afternoon. Maybe you want to look at Alameda as an alternate there. Also, slowdowns this afternoon being seen southbound on I-25 from Osuna to about Montgomery and northbound on I-25 Gibson to Lake Cole.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe. Anniversary or birthday? Join us at Sandia Peak for a breathtaking tram ride up the mountains and enjoy a memorable dining experience at 10-3, where you'll see nature's beauty unfold while enjoying dishes full of flavor that will truly excite your palate. Visit sandiapeak.com or 10-3tram.com for tickets and reservations.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. If you thought Colby Covington was annoying and insufferable or worse before Saturday night, you are in for a rough few months or years, because after dominating Jorge Masvidal, there is no way this guy is going to stop talking. Not now, not ever. I know Covington is not for everybody. In fact, he might not be for anybody. Colby Covington might only be for Colby Covington. But if we're all being honest, we all have to own the fact that this guy can fight. He might be corny, he might be cringy, it may in fact just be one big act. But there's no getting around the fact that he is one of the best in the world. And he's not going away anytime soon. And he's only going to get louder. And believe this, it's going to get much worse before it gets any better.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PC and tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Are you sick of your dead-end job? Do you crave a career with a better work-life balance, better lifestyle, or maybe you'd like to work from home? It's a new year. Time for a new career in IT. At My Computer Career, you could start your career in months, not years. Attend classes day or night, live online. And we've rolled back tuition to help meet the demand for IT workers. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. It's not rocket science, it's
1 minute. 1 minute.
EU.
Whoever said the more the merrier sure wasn't in charge of hiring new employees, because the more unqualified candidates you have for a job, the more difficult your hiring can be. And that can make the process, well, not so merry for you. Thankfully, there's ZipRecruiter, which you can try right now for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology finds the right candidates for your job. But unlike other sites, ZipRecruiter goes deeper. ZipRecruiter
30 seconds. Stand by.
You can personally invite your top choices to apply, because the perfect hire is more than a list of qualifications. It's an individual. ZipRecruiter makes hiring the right person easy, and that'll keep you and everyone else very merry.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's right, free. Once again, that's
Here we go, guys.
/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive.
We're back.
Number 2,
Okay.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is Two Men Up
And you're up.
with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back from the Horn YMCA. A lot of people, obviously, so it's 5 o'clock, boys, right? It's quitting time. People are coming to the Y. A lot of people are coming through. I'm just saying, I'm getting a lot of support on how my movie critiques go.
You're getting zero support. What's for 100% of other human beings are in direct opposition to you.
The new Matrix sucked.
Okay,
Yes,
I'll give you that one.
I agree with that.
It sucks so bad.
There we go.
See, when you say suck,
Yes.
it's a loaded description.
Suicide
'Cause
Squad was very good.
Matrix was average.
No.
The Matrix was average.
No, the Matrix
it just wasn't good.
It owes me time.
I agree with you on that one. Yes,
Yeah, it was
very
terrible.
below average.
All right, let me see this list you got here.
Nobody was very good. With the guy from the Breaking Bad show,
Nobody was pretty good.
nobody killed.
Yeah,
that was above average.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide Squad
Yeah,
was above average.
That's what I'm saying, boys. Every breakdown I'm giving you is perfect.
Well, it's like the big movies is what you have a problem with.
I only see the big movies.
Yeah, the biggest movies so far, you don't like them.
No, I really like Fast 9. I thought that was very good.
Come on, man. They drove into space, bro. Like,
I mean, you had to suspend disbelief a little bit. I saw the Mortal Kombat movie. It was terrible. Horrible.
So you're setting yourself up for failure by watching these movies that I skip out on because I know they're going to be horrible.
Bad.
There's no way I'll ever watch Mortal Kombat. There's no way I'll ever watch another Fast and the Furious. You're doing this to yourself.
Fast and Furious was very good. Why wouldn't you watch that?
Just because it had John Cena in it or whatever.
I mean, that's a strong aspect of what this Venom movie was terrible.
I didn't see that one.
It was terrible. This Black Widow movie was terrible.
See, Black Widow wasn't terrible. It was just average. It was just a letdown. It was underwhelming.
Yeah.
All right, I did see a movie where Dave Bautista had to fight zombies in Las Vegas. I thought that movie was good.
See, that one started off great, but ended poorly.
Yeah, it was
that was
great.
The reason it was very good is the reason that Boba Fett was very bad. Because at the end of Dave Bautista versus the zombies, by the way, I love Tig Notaro. I don't know if you guys listen to her stand up. She's the funniest comedian on the planet.
Yes. She's hilarious.
The reason it was so good is because everyone who should have died. And then in Boba Fett, Timothy Olalaplante ends up being perfectly fine because reasons. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not invested in this.
I needed way more Cad Bane.
I don't know what is that drugs?
He's the bounty hunter at the end, the guy with the blue face. Cad Bane was amazing in the Clone Wars.
Did he die?
Clone Wars cartoon.
Damn it, Van. I don't watch the cartoon.
Well, this is all in the real Star Wars storyline. Canon, as they call it. Cad Bane is in Star Wars canon. So when I saw him on Boba Fett, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. This has to be a spinoff. One episode dead.
I like how you're telling me how good Boba Fett is by telling me how good something else was. That's how bad Boba Fett was. You're like, no, I can really defend this because I have different media that I've absorbed telling you why this one is good.
Well, me having knowledge of the Star Wars universe doesn't mean I can't use it as a comparison for something you know nothing about.
Here's what I know about good and bad movies. In the Boba Fett, recognize that it's a series on HBO. I totally get it.
There we go.
Don't at me.
Yeah.
But recognize Disney Plus or guys, it wasn't good. It's just not good. Also, I need to see the Kurt Warner movie. I feel bad that I haven't. That's like my
You're
story.
a St. Louis guy.
Yeah. Just terrible. Ben Simmons is not going to play in Philly, boys.
We knew that was coming.
We did, right?
Yeah.
He's soft.
He's insanely soft.
He's obviously soft. He's been talking mental illness.
I was about to say, we're off that
He's
mental
been
illness
talking mental illness. I can't play. He gets traded and then boof. His mental illness just goes away. He's fine. Like the most stressful city in the world, he goes to New York and somehow his mental health immediately gets better. He is just soft.
He can
and
play.
can't handle the pressure.
He can play. He just doesn't want to play in Philly.
Yeah.
So the game after he'll play.
He will. He'll be right back the game after.
He's doing the opposite of what Harden did. Remember, Harden was his hamstrings.
Right.
As soon as he got traded, went out 26 points.
Yeah.
All right, in the count of three, boys. Yes or no? Is there a God? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Michael Jordan. Wait, what?
I won't know unless this, boys. I won't know if there is or not, unless in the playoffs the Nets and the Sixers meet up, because then I will know if there is a God.
Oh, man.
Because if there is, they will have to play each other in the playoffs, and I will get the ending I need to this.
That'd be great.
It's not happening.
You don't think it's happening?
No.
But if there is, boys, if
they're both good.
Well, the NBA wants it to happen. But you're going to have players like Simmons who don't want it to happen. They're going to sit out. They're going to sit out games.
He's soft.
Yeah.
You know, players like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
They would love to go into their old city.
Oh, yes.
Like if Kobe Bryant was in the same situation as Ben Simmons, he would be so hungry to play in Philadelphia and shove it in their faces.
You know who the Kobe Bryant of this situation is? Joel Embiid.
Sure.
Yeah. Because nothing do I want more, and also Joel Embiid wants more, than to just get a poster of him dunking over Ben Simmons at the rim and afterwards telling him, like, you just got dunked on.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Why is Ben crying?
Well, the consolation looks like it's going to be the Nets may not even make the playoffs. That may be his little consolation. They're not looking good.
Nah, they're fine.
They're not looking good.
He ain't going to play against the Knicks either, because that crowd, they eat him up.
Oh, yeah.
They already hate the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
There is not one dude on the planet that likes Ben Simmons.
Trying to think.
People are like,
probably not even his poor mother, too.
No.
She's probably sick of all of his garbage, too.
She gets added. Like, people like get into her like DMs and they're like, hey, like, you raised a super soft son. Like triple S, super soft son.
So it's so perfect that he gets to go play with Kevin Durant now.
Yeah.
Because he set the new bar that Kevin Durant previously set for being soft.
Kevin Durant, the hardest dude in the league right now compared to Ben Simmons.
That's why he was okay with that trade. He was like, oh, I'm Rambo 1 compared to this guy.
But it's like they need him.
By the way,
That's
it's
thing.
First Blood, not Rambo 1. I apologize to all the Rambo fans out
very
there.
good movie.
My bad.
Somebody was definitely going to correct you on that. It's crazy because they need Ben Simmons because they're tied for 8th place in the play-in. So they need him, and he's just still, I'm good.
Boys, he's going to the arena, though. He's going to sit on the bench.
Oh.
He's traveling to Philly.
Oh.
And he's going to wear streeties, and he's going to sit on the bench.
He shouldn't even go.
The crowd can see him.
They're going to be throwing batteries at him or something. Well, he's going to have a front row seat of a butt whooping. They're about to get smoked.
He's so embarrassing. He's embarrassing to the NBA. He's embarrassing to the mental health community. He's embarrassing to anyone who's not 10-ply toilet paper. Like, he's a world of embarrassment. And I want Joel Embiid to get his righteous and deserved revenge upon him. It's not even about Ben Simmons to me. It's about Joel Embiid being able to strike down upon the vengeance with anger.
What about the flip side of this, though? What about Harden playing against his old team?
Don't care.
Oh, he's going to put a 50 burger on.
Duh.
Watch.
Harden can ball.
50 burger triple
People
double.
sleep on Harden just because, like, just like Westbrook, he hasn't had a lot of playoff success, chokes in big games. Harden can ball, y'all. He is a perfect complement to Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
running that ISO pick and roll in and out,
deadly.
He's a great compliment.
He's also the mouth. Like, if he puts like a stat line on you, he's going to tell you.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This ain't going to be like you're obviously like a huge LeBron James fan and a Lakers fan, and you're all those things that are gross and awful in the world. Robert.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't cuss at me with this LeBron talk.
LeBron puts up 54 last night. He's like, I only care about the win. LeBron, you lying.
You are a liar.
You are super lying.
Yes.
Stop.
Yeah.
He's
Cut it out.
He's the youngest and oldest player to score 50 points. That's insane.
It's crazy, huh?
That's insane.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
How old was Jordan when he retired the second time?
He was playing like he was 60.
No, he
40.
wasn't.
He was 40.
Hey, Jordan
he
averaged
was
25 in his
22,
final
23,
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Wizards just let him chuck up 30 shots and shoot 30% from the field.
Not even at all. He played reserve minutes.
Jordan
was fires. Like, he was an all-star both his last 2 years.
And
Of course he was an all-star.
Not just off his name, though. He was balling.
Yeah, there is a misconception that Jordan with the Wizards was not a player.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can't be Jordan with the Bulls, but Jordan with the Wizards was upper echelon of Eastern Conference players at that time.
Jordan with the Wizards.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Jordan with the Wizards is the same as Jordan with the White Sox.
No. Oh,
yes. Not even.
Yes.
No,
I got to look this up.
Like,
yes.
Historically speaking, no.
Yeah, he played, what, 2 seasons?
He played 2 seasons.
23 a game and then 20 a game.
He played 3. He played 01, 02, and 03.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, he averaged out. Also, if you remember, in that All-Star game, he had the MVP performance in an All-Star game and hit like the game winner. And you're like, it's just an All-Star game or whatever. But like, he still had it.
Was
like,
that the one in Phoenix where they had the orange jerseys?
I feel like that's correct.
Yeah.
And I'm only agreeing with you because I feel that's correct. I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Jordan played out in his final 2 years.
Yeah, he balled out.
But that was my thing. Like, how old was he?
He was 38, 39.
All right, so in LeBron right now is 37, 38. Is that my understanding?
Yeah. 37, right?
Oh, that's comedy. So
14. Yeah, he was an All-Star in 02 and 03.
Okay.
They're not going to not vote Michael Jordan to the All-Star game.
But he had the numbers to back it up.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't like he was out there averaging 12 points.
Yeah.
No, he played all the way through.
Yeah.
And and obviously LeBron. I mean, it's not even arguable. LeBron's better than Michael.
LeBron's better than
Michael.
Jordan as an older player.
As in everything.
Here we go.
Don't cuss.
Here we go. This is going to get spicy.
Not even close.
Stop it.
505-246-0610. Hit us up on the Sports Animal
Don't
Hotline.
do this. No, don't do this.
It's a mutiny, a self-imposed mutiny.
The worst team in the NBA history to ever reach the finals was led by LeBron James.
Yeah, because he was playing other trash teams in that whole conference.
No.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being the second best of all time.
How many ships?
Nothing.
How many ships LeBron got?
4.
Against like the best players from around the world, and LeBron was only beating up dudes from California and Texas because the world hadn't started playing the game yet.
Oh, you talking about Jordan?
Yeah, but sorry.
Jordan.
Yeah, because Michael only beat up guys from the Sun Belt. Like,
No.
I mean, that what?
No.
What?
No.
Arvidas Sabonis wasn't even over here yet.
No.
We used to think
And he would have got dunked on too.
we used to think Jeff Hornacek was good.
Yes.
Yeah,
When he was playing against Jordan.
No,
Hey.
nobody did.
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
There were people out there pacing Byron Russell.
It kind of when I look at these two, it kind of balances itself out because the shooting guards with Jordan were trash. All of them, they were trash. But he went up against like the greatest big men ever.
Jeff Hornacek doesn't even make the roster for New Mexico Highlands.
All right, so you guys are both right now. So Jordan, number one, obviously. I would say Clyde Drexler is probably number two, or Reggie.
Yeah.
Those are the two. And they're both so far below
They're
Jordan.
way below Jordan.
Because then you get into weird guys like Mitch Richmond, Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even AI number two.
Oh, but he didn't come up in time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he went in the 90s.
He was later.
Because
you talking 90s only?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And really, I guess you start talking the 80s, but Jordan was winning in the 90s. And the NBA is bad. The worst time ever for the history of the NBA was the 90s. It had one guy and it had no one else.
You're very true.
That's why LeBron is so much better than Jordan, because LeBron has beat the best players in the world. Because Jordan made it sexy to play in the NBA.
With the best players.
I can't wait to see this phone and text line light up. It's going to be so good.
Grab a break.
I'm indifferent to this argument, but I love the passion on both sides.
Is gambling an addiction? Is $1,500 worth your $1 million salary?
Man.
Tune in on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, traffic
Clear, guys. Good job.
earlier about the slowdowns already this afternoon westbound on Paseo. Reason for that now, we got a crash as you approach the river. We got backup starting westbound on Paseo all the way back at I-25 this afternoon. Maybe you want to look at Alameda as an alternate there. Also slowdowns this afternoon being seen southbound on I-25 from Osuna to about Montgomery and northbound on I-25 Gibson to Lead Cole. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Good news, bad news here. Actually, great news if you're a Golden State Warriors fan. Terrible news if you are not. Surprise, surprise. The Splash Bros are back. It is officially official. The greatest backcourt pairing of all time. Two of the best pure shooters ever to play the game. Steph busted his slump. Clay is officially back. And the rest of the league can look the hell out.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's time for a March Madness preview, sponsored by Geico.
Quickly running it out is Richardson, and Omo Rui jams it home. A thunderous dunk and the biggest lead of the ball game for Oregon.
The Ducks upset Iowa last year in the second round. They were one of 5 Pac-12 teams in the Big Dance. 3 advanced to the Elite 8, and 1, UCLA, made it all the way to the Final Four. Hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage of this year's NCAA tournament right here.
You coming to bed, hon?
Yep, honey, I'll be right there. Just got to turn out the light.
Ow! Ow!
Some things never change, like your kids always leaving tiny toys on the floor for you to step on, and Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Sweetie, I think I left the downstairs light on.
Please don't make me go.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
March is known for basketball, but this month, Jersey Mike's and those of you who love their subs will raise money nationwide for Special Olympics. You can donate through the app or on your next visit to the Jersey Mike's near you. And on March 30th, all sales will be donated to Special Olympics. All month, Jersey Mike's will announce special offers on Twitter. Don't forget, every Jersey Mike's sub is made with freshly sliced meats and cheeses. Nothing pre-made, everything from scratch. Order on the app and earn points for free subs. The month of giving shows why Jersey Mike's is a sub above.
3 minutes here.
40 years in business. Jim Guthrie, owner and president, started Car Crafters right here in Albuquerque in his parents' garage. 40 years later, Car Crafters has 5 locations and is nationally recognized for collision repair. It's a testament to all the skilled, dedicated employees over the years that have made Car Crafters great, and of course, the wonderful customers and New Mexicans who have supported us for the years. Make Car Crafters your local choice for auto body repairs, now with 40 years experience.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
We're out of the brand name, but we do have the generic version of that.
Serene's Pharmacy can't keep up with allergy season.
Who's next in line?
They need certified technicians to alleviate the headache.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry for the wait. We'll have your prescription filled soon. I need some help.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Ray Magliozzi here. Have you ever cooked a really fine gourmet meal? Yeah, me neither. But I'm told it all comes down to the ingredients. And when I need ingredients to improve my car, the place I go is eBay Motors. Whether you roasted your last transmission, graded your current floor mats, or pureed your side view mirror on a lamppost, eBay Motors has the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them. And by the way, if you recently fired up your grill, don't worry, eBay Motors has grills too. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Today on Hey Culligan, sustainability and better water. Here's Sam.
We got about 90 seconds.
It's my utensils, my food. But how do I get more sustainability from my water?
Super question, Sam, and the answer is an always-on drinking water system from Culligan, which helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year.
Whoa, that's a ton of sustainability.
416,000 tons, Sam, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. At Cordell & Cordell, that's our business. Remember, you're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Albuquerque area attorneys. 6565 America's Parkway Northeast, Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87110.
And we got 1 minute.
Said the more the merrier.
Vincent is standing by.
Okay.
Because the more unqualified candidates you have for a job, the more difficult your hiring can be. And that can make the process, well, not so merry for you. Thankfully, there's ZipRecruiter, which you can try right now for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology finds the right candidates for your job. But unlike other sites, ZipRecruiter goes deeper. ZipRecruiter matches people with people, and you can personally invite your top choices to apply because the perfect hire is more than a list of qualifications. It's an individual. ZipRecruiter makes hiring the right person easy, and that'll keep you and everyone else very merry.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's right, free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
New Mexico's Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 6.
And you guys are up.
Sports Animal.
Back on the program. We're going to talk about this Calvin Ridley story, but we need to address a couple things, including the texter and the friend of the show hotline where Vincent is joining us. Vincent, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. I guess you guys did not watch the Lakers thing last night on HBO Max.
We did.
Actually, we did.
I mean, it was the funniest hour I've seen on TV. I swear to God, in the last 6 months. It was so bad. It was good.
And I think that's what they were going for.
I think they were.
Yep.
I mean, they must have. But tonight, I kind of Googled some things, and they said that Will Ferrell was actually considered. They were going to consider him for Dr. Jerry Buss, and I'm like, oh my God! I mean, then you would know, being funny. But some of the stuff in there, and I don't know how much you guys, I know one of you guys is 40 or something. I don't know how much of you remember those days, but I'm much older. I know those days, and I know what happened. I mean, they made Jerry West out to look like just a raving maniac. I mean, it was hilarious. I'm sitting there on the couch, I'm laughing my ass off, and my wife said, "What are you?" And she doesn't know really who anybody is. She knew Magic Johnson and Kareem. Mm-hmm. Kareem comes off as a jerk, which maybe he is. I thought it was. I want to watch episode 2 just to see what Pat Riley's going to be like. It was. Oh God, it was so funny.
I liked it because I'm from LA area, and I'm 43.
Well, what difference does that make?
Well, because I'm going to tell you how it goes in the barbershops is this is how they talked about the teams, and I never believed it. I never believed it, especially the Jerry West, like how he was a drunk and he just hated everyone. I was like, he's the logo. What are you talking about? So to see that last night, I was like, okay, this is what they were talking about.
I haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm really excited to catch up. I already love the director, Adam McKay. I've loved everything that he's ever done in his whole career so far. So I'm really excited to see what he comes up on this one.
Oh, man. Well, there's a scene that I don't want to blow it for you, but where Norm Nixon is the current Laker guard, and they're considering drafting Magic, So they meet at Bus takes them to the Playboy Mansion, and they go out and play hoops outside. And Nixon schools Magic, and I'm like,
yeah. See, that's the part I didn't believe in.
Oh, come on!
It's like I was like, hold up, y'all gonna draft this guy number 1, and he only scores 2 points in a game to 5 against a guy who's way shorter than him? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was 7 inches taller.
Yeah.
Magic was 6'9". It was just, I was just laughing so much, and I can't wait for episode 2. That's how good it was. Good, and it's so bad that it's good. That's one of those shows.
Vincent, we're supposed to start covering Winning Time with friend of the show, friend in real life, Rob Portnoy, as he's also a huge Lakers fan. We haven't really set up the logistics though yet, so you're going to get a huge dose of this show, of that show on this show.
Oh man, it's so good. I just can't wait for some of the other people. Like I said, Riley. And I already saw who was going to play Riley. Jeannie Buss. He comes off as like, I know Jeannie Buss is no Shannon Tweed or anything, but they made her look like she was, some, dog. Come on, she's not that bad.
Adrian Brody's playing Pat Riley?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a good cast.
It's so well casted. Everything should be perfect. And I love John C. Reilly in that role.
Jason Segel's pretty good.
So good, man. Hey, little guys want to watch some basketball? Hey,
he looks just like Dr. Bus, too.
Vincent, we appreciate taking the call.
All right.
Thanks, Vincent.
I like when Vincent brings positive energy to the program because that's not normally his go-to.
It's rare-ish.
Yeah, but
rare adjacent.
But it was on brand with Vincent because he was like, I hated it so much I loved it, and I was like, there we go.
Nice.
That's how you describe that.
See, with the show, they started very serious. They started right when Magic is about to do the 92 press conference.
Yeah.
91-92 press conference. And then they go to the very beginning, and that's when all the funny stuff and behind the scenes. I love the way it's shot because it's like real 70s, 80s, grainy.
Yeah.
I like all of that.
Like
it has
70
that feel.
millimeter film kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that Quincy Isaiah? Is he like the new hotness?
He looks like Magic.
That's what matters.
That's it.
That's it.
That's pretty much it. Well, they were saying they didn't think they were going to do the show because they couldn't find a Magic. And they found him. He's from LA. They found him, and they were like, that's the guy we need. So they called Rick Fox to work him out to see if he knows basketball because obviously he's got to do moves and stuff. About killed him, and he was like, he's good. This is the guy we need.
The texter right now is fire, boys. So 0826 says, Brittney might smuggle some vapes into the gulag, and he describes how she does it.
Oh okay.
Okay. Oh. There we go. Also from 7339, reach out to me. I'm producing free Brittney stickers for your car.
Oh,
that is very clever. I like that.
It's not really fair.
What they're going to think
for females in prison because they got twice the prison purse space. It's an unfair advantage.
According to 0826, I'm an idiot for a plethora of reasons, including that Batman got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Slow boy. All right, here's the thing about Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is literally a fan site. Literally a fan site. You go there in droves as a fan. If you could review Apple products on Rotten Tomatoes, they would all have 100% freshness because fanboys chase down Rotten Tomatoes to give reviews.
But there's always Oppo guy.
Yeah.
Oppo guy,
you got to weigh it down a little bit.
Well, and that's the thing about fanboy too, because if it if it had been against like the canon or whatever, a Batman, Fanboy would have went and buried it.
Mm-hmm.
But because it was like in a line or whatever, and also to be fair, they put Lenny Kravitz's kid in like a super tight outfit. Of course, the losers that like this movie are going to give it positive reviews. They had her in like.
Well, that's the point.
It's the point.
Yeah.
It's not that the movie is good. It's that you can buy a cool action figure toy to lay under your pillow when you sleep.
Wait, who's Lenny Kravitz's kid?
Whatever her name
Zoe?
is. Yeah, she is the type of beautiful that cannot be described properly with words.
She looks just like her mom.
Yeah, she is if a model was prettier than a model. Mathematically speaking, she's arguably perfect.
Oh.
Yeah.
From the texter.
What else has she been in?
I blame your boomer opinion on the new Batman movie on the fact that you're actually a boomer in a younger host's body.
Yo, they nailed that one. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That is so perfect.
There's a belief that I have assimilated someone's body, took it over, and that I am, quote, intimidated by the successful slacker who is Robert Pattinson. I am basing my opinion on some new anti-BS.
Okay, let's go back to this previous text.
Yeah.
Because these people don't know you.
That's gold.
But this is the most accurate text in the history of the Sports Animal text line.
Also, Fred is slow. Boys, I'm 37 years old. There's a lot of ways to make fun of my last name.
We're each 3 years apart.
Yeah.
You're 37. I'm 40. You're 43.
Yes.
Fred, you're easily the old man on the porch, in the rocking chair,
we were
telling kids to get off his lawn.
Were we going or coming from Las Vegas, New Mexico? And he starts off a sentence, let me tell you about this hip hop, what I don't like about it. And I was like, what? This hip hop.
I have a certain energy about me that is not sampled from others. It is authentic. And that's the thing, boys. I'm not old man slow as it comes to your hobbies, interests, beliefs, in your core values. I don't care. I'm old man slow when it comes to accountability.
Yeah.
And the Batman owes me now.
Oh man.
I don't care.
I definitely have to see it.
Is it theaters only right now?
Yeah.
I would assume.
It's theaters only?
I saw it in a quaint, beautiful little theater in Las Vegas, New Mexico, where there was 30 little chairs and there was a $5 popcorn soda and candy bar box that I could buy. And I was like, this is the cutest, most fun little thing of all time until I got inside and it was the Batman.
Yeah, I got to watch this. I have to watch it sooner than later.
If my options are watch the Batman or anything, the Batman is, obviously I don't watch reruns. I'm never going to watch it again.
Wait, okay. Here's how we measure this, Van. If somehow Nelly would have appeared in this movie, would it made Batman better?
I mean, if Nelly played Robin?
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt it. Also, there's no good Robin. We've been over this at length. We got to go. We got to grab a commercial. After this, JJ Buck is going to reach out to us. I know he's in transition at the Mountain West tournament right now, and we're going to connect with him as soon as we can as the Lady Lobos play in approximately 1 hour, boys. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Well,
Guys sounding good.
Crash westbound on Paseo as you approach the river. Backups go all the way back to I-25 this afternoon. Just avoid westbound Paseo if you can. Maybe use Alameda as an alternate. Westbound on I-40, we got slowdowns this afternoon. They're going to start around the interchange and go until Rio Grande. Also, southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery is quite congested and slowdowns this afternoon. Northbound I-25 between Gibson and Lake Cole. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming. You guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. the sports animal.
Ride with the Jazz in Dallas. I'm Aaron Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Mavericks are a short 1.5 favorite with the Jazz in town, and the BetQL model has Jazz plus 1.5 as a 4-star best bet. Donovan Mitchell hit 7 threes when Utah beat Dallas in late February, and the BetQL model has the Jazz favored by 1.5. I'm Aaron Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We're out of the brand name, but we do have the generic version.
Serene's Pharmacy can't keep up with allergy season.
Who's next in line?
They need certified technicians to alleviate the headache.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry for the wait. We'll have your prescription filled soon. I need some help.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Ray Magliozzi here. Have you ever cooked a really fine gourmet meal? Yeah, me neither. But I'm told it all comes down to the ingredients. And when I need ingredients to improve my car, the place I go is eBay Motors. Whether you roasted your last transmission, graded your current floor mats, or pureed your side view mirror on a lamppost, eBay Motors has the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them. And by the way, if you recently fired up your grill, don't worry, eBay Motors has grills too. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Hey, it's Jeff Symbieta, and if seeing is believing, then Sergio Rivas of New Mexico United is a true believer in Coleman vision. Sergio, you just had LASIK surgery with Dr. Coleman. Why'd you do it?
Well, ever since I was a young boy into my senior year of high school, everyone knew my eyesight was just terrible. They were really happy when I got contacts my senior year, but LASIK is like wearing contacts or glasses times 100. I can see everything. It's unreal.
So what difference is LASIK making for you on the field?
Well, when you wear contacts, dirt gets stuck in them. I can't stop the game to just clean them. And then when I wear my glasses, I had terrible nausea. But not anymore. LASIK surgery with Dr. Coleman changed my life. He's definitely going to get a game jersey for me for sure.
It's an awesome story told over and over again by Dr. Coleman's patients like me. If you want to see better, get rid of contacts or glasses. Stop your glasses from fogging up because you wear your mask. Call 821-8880 or go to colemanvision.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, sustainability and better water. Here's Sam.
1 minute.
Into sustainability, my clothes, my utensils, my food. But how do I get more sustainability from my water?
Super question, Sam, and the answer is an always-on drinking water system from Culligan, which helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year.
Whoa, that's a ton of sustainability.
416,000 tons, Sam, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with the free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Hi, my name
30.
In divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. At Cordell & Cordell, that's our business. Remember, you're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's
Here we go, guys.
6565 America's Parkway
Is
Northeast,
JJ ready?
Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
JJ's not.
Okay.
I haven't.
The Duke City's home for.
Was it 7-4? Was it 5:45?
No. This is 95.
Yeah, because no one's called or anything. You're up.
Sports Animal.
Back on the program. Live from the Horn YMCA, the intersection of Indian School and San Mateo. Been a good day here. Everyone's getting off work. They're coming in. Here's what's kind of funny. Normally people come to the Y, we watch them go work out. We're just watching them go sign up and then turn around and leave.
It's like, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
We'll come
okay.
back.
I want to start, but not like right now.
Yeah. We are waiting on JJ Buck to reach out to the program. He's getting ready to call the Lady Lobos tonight. But, well, here's the thing, boys. Number one, he's in Vegas, so anything could be happening.
Oh, yeah.
We won't even ask because what happens in Vegas traditionally, doesn't make this radio show.
Right.
And then secondly, I mean, he's got a big game to get ready for, boys.
Yeah.
So, but he'll be
A
joining
lot
us.
of work.
So I know he's out there today calling the game. Jeff is going out tomorrow morning, or maybe tonight, but he'll be there tomorrow through the rest of the week. And they're going to be bringing you all the Mountain West coverage from Las Vegas. And I mean, that's going to be awesome. Obviously, they'll be able to give me insights on the Aggies. They'll be able to talk about everything that's going on. So make sure you're tuned into us and the morning show, because the morning show is going to be there. But then on our program, we're going to be bringing what's going on with them to you. Whew. I got filler, boys. You watch this? You see this big soccer brawl over the weekend?
I did.
Oh, man.
And I believe it's in Mexico.
It was in Mexico. And Mexico come out and said the Mexican government, which usually the government has very little to do with soccer in places where they do have riots, like, you know, Europe and Eastern Europe, where some teams are like owned by the gangs and the gangs are warring with each other. Mexico.
Is that real?
Yes.
Oh, that's super sweet.
Yeah. There's a phenomenal documentary I could show you.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
It's
about?
about hockey. I've seen the hockey one.
No, it's soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Eastern Europe. Mexico, it came out and it made a statement that this is the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of Mexican
22
soccer.
people injured, including 2 critically, on Saturday when fans brawled during a soccer game in central Mexico. I don't know where central Mexico is. I'm assuming it's not on the coast. But who are these teams? Why is it so serious? Like, and not to quote the Joker, obviously, because I've been going nuts on the Batman today, but why so serious is the soccer? Like, they're trying to kill each other? These are the players? These are the fans? I guess I don't understand.
I love that you just learned about how passionate soccer hooligans are. The problem is now it's spreading to Mexico, where they used to have like a fun, chummy rivalry.
Right.
And now they're getting that European vibe where they fight each other all the time.
Well, what I want to know is some of the headlines only give a part of the story. Like they tell you how many were injured, but they don't tell you how many were killed. It's like up to 17 people killed.
Yeah,
like
there are absolutely fatalities.
Yeah.
And this is not guns, fellas.
No.
This is not weapons. This is like
Did you see the footage?
fisticuffs.
Did you see the footage of this?
They was dragging them around on the field and
Yeah.
stuff.
It
They
was
started
insane.
Chairs.
They start in the stands and then like flow over.
It's went down onto the field.
Also, so here's how like weird and selfish I am. I'm a sports broadcaster. I call a lot of games at a lot of levels for a lot of people. What if you're in the broadcast booth?
You got to call it.
No, you cannot call it.
Okay. Captain of the Titanic over here.
Local plumber Jose Martinez comes off the field with an elbow. Oh, knocks out his neighbor who is a fan of the rival team.
Nah, no way.
What's that cat's name for Westwood One? Ryan Radke? Is that what it is? Like, there's some iconic voices. I just don't know, boys. I would get. Oh God, we're going to commercial. Like,
and then you got 2 hours of commercials.
Oh, we got
a bloodbath.
Yeah, we got a break in the action, and it looks like he has a broken nose. And we'll take a break right here.
See, that's when I lose all type of professionalism. Because when I see a fight,
World Star, son.
Oh yeah, you're getting the real commentary.
17. Yeah, 17 is the official number here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's official now?
Yeah.
I thought there was just potential numbers.
The still photos from this is crazy. You have some people who don't even believe that there's fights because they're like smiling and drinking beer, and then 2 rows down, a dude's head's getting smashed with a chair.
One fan could be seen pulling a knife to cut the nets of the goal. Okay.
That's interesting.
Destroyed one side's bench, and fans fought in the tunnel, chasing players. It's just the most crazy thing I've ever seen. Like,
some of the fans were stripped naked, lying unresponsive on the ground, as others continue to kick and punch at them. Look, I love the Lakers and all.
I don't really love anything that much.
Not
when
it comes to sports. And
my immediate family and my close friends are like literally the only people I would do anything like that for.
Yeah.
Not a sports team, not some kind of club, no organization.
There's
no political cause.
There's no amount of trash talk that would get me into something like that at all.
And the fan bases are apparently separated by a plexiglass barbed wire, wall. I don't know what other word to use. And fans are just like, hey, no problem. Like, this is a weapon now. Like,
thanks,
what?
Thanks for all the sharp barbed wire. Good looking out.
Ugh.
See, and this is why I always say we made such a big deal out of the Malice of the Palace.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
Gotta
Just some
learn.
good old boys letting off some steam. Am I right?
What fires you up so much? Like, what fires you up so much that
Life. This ain't got nothing to do with soccer.
It don't, right?
This ain't got nothing to do with
Not
sports.
at all. Not at all.
No, this is
Living situation.
This is socioeconomic problems, and you're taking it out on something else.
I don't know, boys. Like, is it because I always start to think like money and stuff, right? So I'm like, who is paying for this to start? Like which part of the soccer team is like, all right, you go and cite this, but you don't think that. You think it's just good old boys doing good old boy things.
Yeah, I think it's socioeconomic factors, and this is an outlet for their lives that they have control over. That everything else in their life they don't have any control over. So when it bubbles over in something they're passionate about, they don't have any other recourse but to go that far, because everything that's bubbled up in their life, in their government,
Right.
in their work, and whatever, just gets released out onto the soccer pitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have for JJ Buck and try to sneak him in before the top of the hour. Well, here's what I'm imagining is JJ's current situation. I'm imagining he's like, no, don't you know this? Look at my media pass. I'm the JJ Buck. Like, I need to get down to the floor. I'm the voice of the team that's about to win the Mountain West tournament. Like, that's my vision right here.
And he's like, Jeff, they're not letting me in. Paint me blue so I could get in there.
Smart.
Yeah.
But also he like forgot.
That was a Blue Man Group reference,
I did.
not
Yeah.
a Nevada Wolfpack reference.
I thought it was a Mike Krzyzewski reference, so it was a lot of confusion
Uh.
on my part. But also, like, I mean, what if JJ accidentally pulled like a Brittney Griner and he's got his vape pen on him and the whole thing's a situation now?
I think he'd be the last
Well,
person.
He
I would think would do it.
absolutely would be the last
Like
person.
the polar
Isn't that-
opposite of someone that would do that.
That's fine in Vegas, though, isn't it?
Robert, just asking for personal reasons.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Thank you to Mexico Pinion for being a part of the program. Thank you to Chisholm Trail RV, who's allowed us to be on the road today at the YMCA Central New Mexico. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Well, the good news,
All clear.
like that crash on westbound Paseo at the river, that has been cleared now. The bad news is traffic is still backed up all the way back to I-25. And I've been telling you earlier, Alameda would make a good alternate route. Well, we got massive slowdowns there now. Everybody's taking my advice on that. So that's probably not a viable option for you at this point. So you may just want to stick it out on Paseo. It will be getting better here in the coming minutes as traffic gets back up to speed. Also, westbound I-40 interchange to Rio Grande moving slow. Slow down southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. Northbound 25 Gibson to Lead Cole. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. What was supposed to be a joyous send-off for Coach K and Cameron Indoor on Saturday turned sour when the Blue Devils were beaten by their hated rival. Krzyzewski could hardly contain his irritation when addressing the crowd after the game, but it wouldn't shock me if this made Duke even more dangerous. Coach K's brilliance as a coach was always getting his team to play with emotion, and this embarrassing loss will serve as motivation to give Coach K a send-off with a national title. I'm Maggie Gray.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 7730 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 7730. Enjoy.
Sarah Thomas's hat, whistle, and flag are on display at the NFL Hall of Fame, a tribute to her place in football history as the first woman to officiate at a Super Bowl game. Sarah was the down judge in Tampa Bay in 2021.
I have a precious little girl that is watching her mom, and I want her to know, seeing it, believing it, you can do it.
We salute the groundbreaking and glass ceiling breaking Sarah Thomas during Women's History Month.
Celebrate Women's History Month with us online at sportsanimалabq.com. Like what you hear? You could actually work here. 95.9 FM and AM 610 is now hiring entry-level part-time positions like board operators. Join the Sports Animal team for the
JJ standing by. We got 2 minutes.
Oh, cool.
World champs, baby! With career advancement opportunities, a great staff, and the best part-time job you'll ever have. Unbelievable. Apply today at cumulusmedia.com/careers.
Hey, it's Scott Stigler for Indigo Mortgage. Don't fall for one of those internet home loans that jack up fees just to offer a lower interest rate. Stay local with Indigo Mortgage. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan. Call 836-5700 or go to indigomortgage.net. And
JJ is standing by.
Brought to you by Bernalillo County DWI Prevention. Go to burncode.gov for more information.
Great news from Rocket Mortgage. You could unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In fact, in the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could unlock all that cash in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up, because nobody knows how long these low rates will last.
We got 30 seconds and JJ standing by.
Better, build a home office, remodel your kitchen, or simply save that cash for a rainy day. Today's rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage is 3.25%, 3.48% APR. So you can lock in
I have 5 minutes.
Unlock the cash in your home. Rocket can. Call 8338-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rates currently.
Stand by 5 minutes here.
Conditions, equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, and MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Something called Stadium One.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95
You got 5 minutes. You're up.
AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Cut the music. JJ Buck's here. JJ, welcome to the program. How are you?
Boys, what it do? How you doing?
Well, we are doing well. We are sitting at the YMCA, the Horn location, and we're excited to talk to you because I didn't know until, I guess it would have been this morning, so maybe it was announced yesterday, but there are 5 all-conference Lady Lobos. Are you kidding me? We have the best team in the history of all sports.
Well, pretty good for the Lobos when it comes to the all-conference selection. So the Mountain West on the women's side, they don't do like a first team or second team. They just announced 10 all-conference players, and 3 of those were the Lobos. Then you had Sean Magruder on the all-defensive team, Paulo Reyes on the all-freshman team to go along with Tony Anderson, Jaden De La Cerda on the first team with Sean Magruder as well. So it was exceptional postseason reward recognition, but now it's time to get some hardware.
JJ, how's Vegas treating you so far? You sound really chipper. You don't sound tired. You don't sound inebriated. You being a good boy so far?
Oh, you know it so far. Just got in last night, and then I had to be ready to kick it off today. And then, of course, waking up, doing the opening drive, you got to get it in early in the morning, sneak in a nap. But it's been good, man. This city is popping right now. You got the West Coast Conference tournament going on, and you got the men coming in a couple of days. It is just a great environment to be around right now with a ton of basketball fans and a lot of great basketball on deck.
So how is the turnout for the fans of the Lobos? Do we have a lot of people there to cheer on the ladies?
Well, it's going to be a little sparse early, but if, UNM can win, tomorrow it's going to pick up. And then especially on Wednesday, if this team could get to the championship game, then it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere because the men play Wednesday morning. I know there's a lot of people taking those Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning flights in. So if this UNM team can go on a run, that Wednesday night here at the Thomas & Mack will be very fun.
Tonight's game, obviously, San Diego State. They just knocked off Boise State. What's that mean to you, JJ? Does that mean this team's got a chance to rise and get the Lady Lobos a run, or is this one where the girls and Jaden De La Cerda is going to be able to kind of establish early and play their game?
Well, that is the key right there. Lobos, when they get going early, they're a different team. This San Diego State team, they're a roller coaster ride, but they're talented in spots. I was talking with Mike Bradbury And Mercedes Staples, a player that they have trouble with for the Aztecs. You have Mallory Adams, the forward that can shoot. You have Asia Avenger, who's a redshirt freshman, was preseason freshman of the year. So they have a lot of talent, but then they come in at the 7th seed just because they've been so up and down. Depending on what San Diego State team you get, it can be a really tough game. But I think a week off for the Lobos, and that they did not have a game last week, was really important for this team because it is a tight rotation. Those 5 seniors, and then Paulo Reyes coming off the bench, so they needed that time just physically and mentally, and just being around the team today, watching the spirits, the attitudes. Everyone looks healthy, good to go, and now these 5 seniors know what's on deck. And that's why Jaden De La Cerda and Antonio Anderson came back for one more year. It's for this moment, and they've talked about it, trying to win a Mountain West championship. So they are going to be locked in, and that's not going to be a problem. But the first 5 minutes, I'm really looking at, if the Lobos can establish themselves, then it's going to be a good night for themselves.
So these seniors out there, they've been in this tournament a bunch, and they've been bounced out by San Diego State before. Do you think it's going to make them even hungrier and more passionate about winning this game and moving on?
Absolutely. There's a lot of pressure on this team. When you look at playing 5 seniors, 2 of them are 5th-year seniors. What you mentioned, 3 years ago, this was a 2-7 matchup that the Aztecs knocked out the Lobos in overtime. So they've been through it. They know the pain of losing to this team in particular, but coming up short because this roster, there's still questions. The Duff sisters and Shy Magruder could come back for one more year, but that hasn't been talked about. So this team, could go from winning a conference, like they did last year and competing for one this year to one of the bottom teams in the Mountain West. So there's a ton of pressure on this team. They know what's at stake from Bradbury down the entire bench, but they're locked in, and I think they're embracing it. They're not letting it overwhelm them.
So I heard you talk about the pressure. We know they're the number 2 seed. Were the ladies satisfied with that seed? Did they feel like they should have been number 1, or is the number 2 okay and they feel like they can go ahead and take the whole thing?
I think the number 2 is okay when you look at how they finished the season. There were some frustrating losses because 2 of those losses were at one point. Wyoming beat them at the buzzer 3-point shot, and then just about a week and a half ago in Fresno against the Bulldogs, they lost by 1. They had a shot at the end to win that.
Music.
There's some frustration being the defending Mountain West regular season champ. I think the way they played overall and how tough the Mountain West was this season, that they're okay with it because their focus is it sets them up now, being the 2 seed, being on this side of the bracket. Tough games ahead if they get past this one, but I think this is where they want to be right now.
I'm rooting for 3-pointers. I'm rooting for 3-pointers, steals, and wins for the Lady Lobos tonight because of the 5 starters. They took donations for Locker 505.
Yeah.
So every time they do one, they're helping a good cause. JJ, anything we missed?
No, boys, you covered it. We're set. We're going to be popping on. I'm really excited because Nick Hecross-Labato is here with me for the Mountain West tournament. So we're going to go on 6:30. Got 7 o'clock tip-off there, Mountain Time, and just stoked to get going, man.
Be good, but not too good. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM
boy.
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Well, the good news is it looks like that crash on westbound Paseo at the river, that has been cleared now. The bad news is traffic is still backed up all the way back to I-25. And I've been telling you earlier, Alameda would make a good alternate route. Well, we got massive slowdowns there now. Everybody's taking my advice on that. So that's probably not a viable option for you at this point. So you may just want to stick it out on Paseo. It will be getting better here in the coming minutes as traffic gets back up to speed. Also, westbound I-40 interchange to Rio Grande moving slow. Slow down southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. Northbound 25 Gibson to Lead Cole. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Hey, Ray Magliozzi here. I'd like to carry more parts at my shop, but I just don't have the room. Every time I go in the back to get wiper blades, I trip over a dusty crate of Honda air filters, then bang my head on some GTO radiator hoses. eBay Motors never has that problem. They stock all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them, with everything from new headlights to vintage gear shifters. I can't imagine being able to stock 122 million parts. I mean, where would I get all those shelves? eBay Motors. Let's ride.
We're out of the brand name, but we do have the generic version.
Serene's Pharmacy can't keep up with allergy season.
Who's next in line?
They need certified technicians to alleviate the headache.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry for the wait. We'll have your prescription filled soon. I need some help.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Imagine living in total comfort this winter with warm, clean, healthy air. The Halo LED actively seeks out and removes dust, dander, germs, odors, allergens, mold, and is proven to kill 99.9% of viruses in the air and even on surfaces.
Stand by. Here we go, guys.
Eating healthy and happy. Call Daniels today at 898-8860. 898-8860.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a
Here we go, guys, and Mailman is standing by.
That proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mailman is standing by if you want to talk to him.
It's going to be a second. We got an interview.
Robert.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be like 5 minutes.
This is Two Men On.
You got it. And
Tell me what, hold on. Back live from the Horn YMCA, the intersection of San Mateo and Indian School. And sitting down with us is Director of Sports and Fitness, Dane Linninger, who I think only came over for 5 minutes so you could take some of our stickers. Is that correct?
That's right. I got to put these all over my water bottles.
Thank you.
We do got good swag. We got good swag over here.
Good stickers.
You said it's the opening night of practice. You only had a couple minutes, but what's going on with sports? What's going on with fitness at the Y?
We're kicking it off tonight. So practices are starting and all the madness. So it's good stuff.
Like kicking it off for soccer and football, or tipping it off for basketball?
Tipping it off.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I get those two mixed up all the time. Don't feel bad.
I didn't know.
Sometimes on purpose, just to mess with Fred.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So all kids, all ages.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then what does this new enrollment family program do for you and your programs? What do you think it's going to do for the numbers in your youth sports?
It's exciting. I think it's going to be really good for us in sports, and I think it's gonna fill it fast. So it's such a good deal, just including sports into that family value full membership. So
yeah, we're talking about the value added memberships. With I've been referring to them as all inclusive.
Smart, yeah,
not quite all inclusive.
Oh yeah, liar.
But there's so many free classes. You get your kids in the sports for free. Have you seen a big bump in participation and excitement when this was introduced?
Yeah, when it's introduced, I think everybody's like, oh, it just makes sense to come and be a member now, and that's good. So that's really cool.
Like it pays for itself basically.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
With all the programs that you're involved in, what's your favorite one?
Ooh, that's a good question. I really do still at the core of me enjoy like the fitness side of things. So
Right.
I like to help people and be kind of face to face with people, and I do enjoy that. I like the basketball and stuff, but sometimes I just have to stay tucked away in my corner,
right
in the back, and just pound the keys.
You coaching a team this year, or what's up?
I'm not coaching a team.
What? How'd you get out of that?
I don't know. It might be biased.
Yeah. All right. So across all your leagues at all your levels, how many teams you got this spring?
We have a good amount, mostly in the mid range of kids. So we do a big bell curve. So our youngest, and then it basically our probably like 10 to 14 is the tip of the bell curve, and then it goes down as they go into like the high school age.
14 is when Fred peaked too. So what a coincidence!
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was my second growth spurt or whatever. I mean, I just wasn't going to get any taller.
Dunking on
Yeah,
him.
that's I have one career dunk, boys, in my entire playing days.
No,
one career
just
dunk,
one?
just one.
Never tell that stat again.
That's how it was. I was never fast enough to get out ahead of anyone.
Yeah,
and then I had one little baseline to the basket. And I was on top of the world for a minute. If I'd have jumped, at that time I'd have hit the moon.
Yeah.
I was of a special talent. I know you had to go, Dane. Anything we can make sure you hit on before you jump out?
Not exactly. Let's see. So summer sports and camps and everything that kicked off today, I think was the early registration started today for members only. So come in, grab those spots for all our different specialty camps we're running, and yeah, it's that's about
over
it.
200 reservations to camps already.
Ooh.
Yeah, so make sure you get in and start snatching them up because they're going fast.
Yeah, same with the Camp Shaver. It's really the registration's up there as well, so that's good.
Literally no time to wait. If you weren't kids involved in the Y, and by the way, it's like $130 a week. That's the deal for child
Get
care.
up here, get a value-added membership, put your kid in some sports, put your kid in some daycare classes, some summer camps. It's basically free.
Let's do it.
You're almost giving it away.
Dane, go run the leagues. You're doing so very good.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Good dude.
Thanks, Dane.
I like him a lot.
The only way that I could dunk, even at my physical prime, was if I ran into Buck and he just lifted me up dirty dancing style and just set me into the goal. That's the only way. Boom.
Yeah.
And then I'd hang on it like Shaq for a second. Bam.
Michael, is the mailman with us?
He sure is.
Welcome to the program, mailman.
What happened, fellas?
What it is?
Hey, this is Vladimir from Dallas 19. Brittney Griner just arrived. I will train her back to you for 270,000 rupees.
Until you said ruples, I had no clue.
I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure at first either.
Well, 270,000 rupees is probably $2,070.
I actually had that on my person. It's not that much.
So you might be able to buy her back. Hey, Buck D.
What's up?
Were you a little threatened that Kevin Hart was in town, that you stayed out of town this weekend?
No, that's called being booked and busy. You can't be a fan if you're booked and busy.
Tell me anything.
Yeah.
I had to take your word for it.
Yeah, you can't be a fan if you're booked and busy.
270,000 rupees is $2,117. So yes, I actually do have it. I could afford to bring Brittney back.
All right, let's start that GoFundMe and get Brittney get them free Brittney t-shirts back going.
It's just a vape
But
pen.
I am stoked for this time of year because of
Major League
the
Baseball.
Lady Lobos. Man, last year they won the tournament. I mean, they won the Mountain West outright. And because we don't get automatic bids, the only way they could get in was to win the tournament. And they lost in the tournament.
Yeah.
So as good as this squad is and has been, they've been nipping on the cusp of getting into the women's NCAA tournament. And I'd like to see them get into the women's NCAA tournament. So the only way for them to get there is they got to win the tournament in Vegas. And that is known as Pit West. So hopefully they can pull it off. Yeah, Robert, he sold out 4 shows while he was here.
Yeah, he actually had two, and they sold out so fast he added 2 more dates.
Yes. Oh, one thing before I forget, Van Nunley.
What up, bro?
Tell Fred about the Titans. Now we got in. Well, I tried to get in the other day when Ortego from Channel 4 was telling him to watch that, And you will like that Robin because that Robin becomes Nightwing in the comic book.
Okay,
That
so
Robin is no joke.
there's a
He's
lot
a
to
stone killer.
He's
a
unpack
stone
here.
killer.
So you were talking about
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
No,
yeah.
there's like an HBO show now.
See, I don't know
Titans.
I've never seen the
No,
adult one.
no, it's called Titans. I've watched it.
Yeah.
And he is not to be messed with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. And then the new Robin that Batman just showed up on his doorstep
Yeah.
and dropped off another Robin to take his place after he became Nightwing.
Very biblical.
That Robin is the one who killed the Joker.
Yes.
So these Robins are not to be trifled with. These new Robins ain't no joke.
Here's what I'm saying.
He's new Robin.
The idea of even becoming Robin scared Joseph Gordon-Levitt away from acting for 8 years.
See, if Christopher Nolan would have done that movie, that would have been the best one.
That would have been the best one.
Yeah.
But literally, JGL was like, I'm out. I'm not acting. Like Hollywood's too weird.
Christopher Nolan was done with the series.
Well, but for real though, he stepped away from Hollywood.
He segued it into somebody else to take over.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it would have gone if JGL didn't make a movie for literally 8 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Man,
saying.
I would have played Robin for a costume and 2 sack lunches.
Oh my gosh.
Mailman, when you told me to,
I got some whack folks.
Yeah, but you have no stealth mode, man. Like,
no, I do not. They just see a big ass blip type shadow coming down and like, oh crap, here come Robin.
I hear
and I've just been dropping balls.
I hear you opening and closing your doors and everything right here on the phone.
I can't tell if you're delivering mail or you're fixing a Chevy truck
or he's checking out a Walmart. One of them.
Hey, I'm doing all three. I'm multitask. I'm a multitasker.
Hey, but the thing though that Mailman didn't mention is I think like today is the first day all year where the sun has been out past 6 p.m. So like you're like, okay, like mail's a little bit easier to deliver right now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little easier to deliver. It's still cold as hell. So,
Mailman, we appreciate you taking the time, brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, check that out, man.
I'll check it out, man.
For real. Check
I
that
haven't
out.
even seen it.
Titans.
I'm gonna watch it too. I'm excited about this.
You gotta
one.
watch it. Tell me
Mailman,
what
you're
you
the
think.
best.
Oh, and did you get that coffee? Did you get that Charles blend?
All right, so it's in the works. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
Nothing official.
Dude,
It's in the
I'm
works.
telling you, you will be mainlining that stuff in like IVs. That's some good stuff, dog.
We talked to Matt Breger of New Mexico Pinon Coffee, and we said, number one, you got to bring Taos back.
Yeah.
Number two, it's the Mailman blends now. So they're going to bring it back and change the name.
Yeah, it's Taos.
Great.
Awesome. It'll even curl Robert's hair. That's some good stuff.
Like
Pretty
it's not
curly, pretty curly already, man. You can't do it anymore.
Hey, it'll slick it back then.
That's on,
It'll slick it back.
you just absorb it in the sponge. I think it'll be fine.
There we go.
Mailman, you're the best. We got to grab one.
When you told
have a
me
good
to tell you to watch the show, I didn't know what he was talking about
Right.
because I couldn't remember.
It's a good series.
Titans.
The Titans.
It's good.
All right, I'll show myself
Yeah,
out.
you did that.
When he said Titans, I literally went through NFL,
Yeah.
Denzel
Yeah,
Washington.
I went to the NFL first.
I'm like running them all in my head.
Then when he said Robin,
Yeah.
I was okay.
And I was waiting for him because, Mailman like packaged
I didn't even
them.
know that existed. I thought like the Teen Titans
So-
cartoon was it.
I only knew
No,
that this
that-
Titans thing exists because Brandon Ortega put it on such defense on the show the other day when I was talking about how Robin is the softest superhero of all time. And he was like, you don't know about this. And it's true. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I do need to learn about this.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, what you said is 100% correct.
Yeah.
Because I watched it and I was surprised.
It's that good.
Yes, it's really good.
And also, if Mailman says Titans, I was always going to do like a release the Kraken line. Like I was ready for like where is he going? He's the worst, but he's the best. Good dude. We got one left. 8 minutes when we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Construction on I-40 between 98th and Court
All clear, guys.
is being reduced to 2 lanes going both directions. I-40 on-ramp closures at 98th and Hunter will impact drivers. NMDOT District 3 is overseeing the project. Mountain States Constructors is performing the work. Visit nmroads.com.
This report brought to you by Mountain State Constructors.
All right, traffic this evening, westbound on Paseo, still a slow go from I-25 all the way to Coors, so watch out for that. Westbound Alameda moving slow from I-25 to the river. And I-40 westbound, we're still seeing some slowdowns between 2nd Street and Rio Grande. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Bruce Arians, coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, said this about his couple years with Tom Brady. He goes, they were unbelievable. I got to say, Tom got all the credit. A lot of other guys had a hand in the pile. Wasn't all Tom Brady. Whoa, that's controversial. By the way, he's right. Tom was an investor with Tim. He wasn't an entrepreneur.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
There is only one medium that can reach an audience without seeing it, without touching it. A medium that can captivate its audience from 360 degrees. A sensory experience this powerful can only come from radio. Harness the power of radio for your business because the audience is listening.
Cumulus Radio. Contact Jason Martinez at 767-9113 now and let us show you how our radio station can help your business. Interested? See, it works.
Hey, Lobo fans, if you're headed to Vegas for the tournament, make one stop before you get to the Sunport Airport Parking. You'll pay less than half of the cost to park at the Sunport, and you get picked up at your vehicle and dropped off at the terminal door, saving the time and effort it takes to drag your luggage through the Sunport garage. Shuttles to and from your vehicle run every 5 minutes. Airport parking starts at less than $4 a day. Don't waste money. Take exit 221 off I-25, then the first right to airport parking. Airport parking is easier, quicker, smarter.
We've got a special sweet deal for you this Tuesday from the Albuquerque Isotopes on our radio station website. You'll get $56 worth of Isotopes baseball bucks for only $28. Just log on to this station's website Tuesday at 9 a.m. and click on the Sweet Deals logo to get your sweet deal. Enjoy Albuquerque's and America's favorite pastime for 50% off. Isotopes baseball bucks are good for all single game tickets, souvenirs, the fun zone. Heck, you can even use them at all concession stands during the upcoming regular season home schedule. Isotopes Baseball is the best family entertainment in town, and you can buy as little as 1 booklet, 2, 3, or even as many as 10 to provide your family with endless entertainment for the whole summer. Pick your favorite matchups, special promotions, firework nights. You can choose the games you want to see. But hurry, there are limited deals available, and this is always one of the most popular sweet deals of the year. Once they're gone, they're gone. Go to our station's website and click on the Sweet Deals logo starting Tuesday at 9 a.m. You'll be saying sweet. Oh, and play ball.
Today on Hey Culligan, sustainability and better water. Here's Sam.
Hey Culligan, I'm really into sustainability. My clothes, my utensils, my food. But how do I get more sustainability from my water?
Super question, Sam, and the answer is an always-on drinking water system from Culligan, which helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year.
Whoa, that's a ton of sustainability.
416,000 tons, Sam, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or
Hey, Fred.
order can be modified.
So we'll have about 7.5 minutes here in this last segment.
Perfect.
And then when you guys get off the air, quickly disconnect.
Cordell, that's our
Thank you, guys.
number. You're not
Is that
alone.
Mario thing
Schedule
still
an
going to
appointment
run
with one of
even
Cordell
though
and
it's
Cordell's
6:30?
Albuquerque
Yeah, I'm going to still run. He wanted me to run it.
Perfect.
East Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87110.
I'll watch this Titan thing.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon
we'll leave
cash
the
back
Apple stuff
every
on
time
the
I buy
table.
gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make
Leave the
$200 to
varsity on
$300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Start music at 24.
App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents.
24.25. I'll start music.
Time for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank.
Here we go.
Time.
The
Where are we
Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1.
Identity, you have none. What's your personnel look like?
95
And back to you. You're up.
AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program, final segment. It's a good one today, boys. Thank you to Albert Ramirez, who sat down with us, Executive Director of the YMCA. Thank you to Dane Leninger, who literally pried himself away from practice for about 2 minutes.
That's sweet.
He wouldn't have sat down if we didn't have the stickers. I can tell you. I can tell you that's true. He just wanted our sweet swag stickers.
He could have just walked right by and said, boys, I'm busy. But he saw them stickers. Like, you know what? I got 5 minutes.
Yeah,
for you. I got 5 minutes.
Friend of the show, Vincent. Friend of the show, Mailman. Thank you for reaching out. Obviously, John Lopez Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Legacy. Obviously, I-9 Sports. Obviously, Chisholm Trail RV, the YMCA, which has been so fortunate to be at today. New Mexico, Pinon Coffee, the Electric Playhouse, and O'Neill's. We didn't really get a chance to hit on the Calvin Ridley stuff because the texter and everyone who is one said I was an idiot today, and we had to deal with that.
Today.
It was the texture.
Just
it was the
today,
live stream.
though.
You
it
were
was
getting
the
it
callers.
all angles.
Here's what I need. I need you two to leave the program tonight, go together to watch The Batman. And then if you get a 7 o'clock show, call me at 10:30 because that's when it gets over and apologize. I just need you both to apologize for not trusting me on The Batman.
Okay, so let's revisit this in 6 months when it's on HBO Max.
And that's when you watch it.
Because you're not going to just describe a horrible movie and then I go pay $30 to watch it. That's not how I roll.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Actually, it'll be on HBO Max next month, I believe.
Because it's so bad in the theaters. It's just coming out that fast.
might be on to something.
That's the new straight to VHS is straight to streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Calvin Ridley was scheduled to make 11.1 mil. Keep that number in mind.
Woo.
He decided to, and by the way, liars always lie. So you just keep that in mind. Calvin Ridley says he bet only $1,500 on NFL games. Gambling's an addiction, right, boys?
It's $1,500 too much.
You get you get these things. You get rules from the NFL and rules from your team.
Yeah.
And they both say you cannot gamble on the game.
You can't gamble.
They both say that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And you sign a thing saying, yeah, I got it. You know the rule.
Everybody knows the story of Pete Rose. You can't just like hold your hands up like, but it was only 1,500. I don't mean nothing. You still gambled.
You ever looked at a FanDuel lineup and just been like, oh, this bad boy here worth 11.1.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh.
He can get it. He can get his money back though.
Hey, good guy Arthur Blank though. So a lot of teams had reached out about getting Calvin Ridley from the Falcons. And Arthur Blank, who, by the way, I don't super love. I don't super love the Home Depot stuff. I don't super love his political views. I don't super love how he hates everyone that I think is good in the world. But kind of a stay-in-up mood not to move him because that would have been gross.
Yeah, and that definitely would have came out.
That definitely would have.
Yeah. He looks like a slim Wario. I don't know why I just thought about that, but he does.
Put him in some purple and yellow.
Yeah, he looks like Mario's villain, just on Slim Fast.
Calvin Ridley can't figure it out, so he's been tweeting all day.
Oh, that's the best thing to do.
He says here, it's taking an extra second to load, but he says, I got 1 year, LOL. What? This is an LOL situation?
It was like enough time to get healthy. I was like, man, what are you doing?
Is LOL shorthand for I just lost $11 million? Is that what that means?
Just going to be more healthy when I get back. And
Yeah.
Castellanos hits one deep in the right field. The thing here is you is done. You is dumb.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get 11.1 again.
No.
Yes, he will.
Oh, you think you will?
Yes. He's that
Wait,
talented.
Same
How old
team?
is he? What, 26, 25?
Yeah. He's that talented. He's a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's going to serve his suspension. He'll come right back.
He-
Get all
Yeah,
the money.
yeah.
All the
If
money.
Josh Gordon could keep coming back.
Yeah.
He going to owe $10 million in accrued gambling debts to guys who own Mexican soccer teams.
So what are the odds that he comes back into the league on FanDuel right now?
Because I'm taking it. He's betting on it too. That's how he's getting his $11 million back.
Yeah. What did you say, Robert, during the break? He said,
well,
I'll bet you any amount. What did he say?
Well, okay, so I look at his first tweet. It says, this is what he says. I bet 1,500 total. I don't have a gambling problem.
What?
And I said, wait, there's no comma, nothing in there. I was like, bro, are you on Twitter trying to bet more that you didn't bet? Then I had to read it slowly.
Yeah.
He's saying he only bet $1,500.
This is why
I only bet 1,500, comma.
Yeah,
I don't have.
I don't have a gambling problem.
Not, I will bet you.
I
That
thought
I
he
don't
was
have
taking bets right now. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm out, so let me just get to what I do.
Also,
I'll bet you 11.1 million that I'm playing week 1 of 2024.
I'll do this one.
I'll take that bet.
I'll bet you punctuation's important.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
That's correct.
But also, if you check like Twitter and Reddit and our radio show right now, people are acting that like he really made like a full mistake. People are like this guy as bad as Antonio Brown or Ray Rice.
Stop it.
And I'm like, oh, come on now.
Big
Stop
difference. Victimless crime. He's the only victim.
I would also like gambling's an addiction, right, boys?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's got to be because I am sports talk show host. I do not care about the NFL if I don't have money in it.
I just want to know what the bet was. If he only betted 1,500,
and he was already stepped away from the team.
Yeah.
He wasn't still playing. That's why he doesn't have a lifetime ban, because he wasn't an active member on his team. Otherwise, it'd be way worse.
Yeah, there's probably something to that.
Yeah.
Did they play Jacksonville this year?
I would have to look. I would assume.
I bet you that's the game. I bet you that's the game. Urban Meyer.
Just calling it. Also, like,
excellent point.
I don't know how beautiful or poetic this is. The NFL in on the gambling game.
Yeah.
Arthur Blanket on the gambling game.
All of them are.
All of them are.
Not by active players, though. You gotta know.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I got one. I think you can amend the rule. Hear me out, boys.
Uh-oh.
You can place bets on you to win. That's the only bet you can
That's
place.
the only one you can do.
And I say if you do that, ooh, that's the one.
That makes sense.
Floyd Mayweather does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Kill it.
Yeah.
But he's never lost.
Lady Lobos are about to beat the snot out of the Aztecs. Very excited about that.
I'm excited.
Catch the call here on the Sports Animal. Van, any final words live from the Horn YMCA, the intersection of Indian School and San Mateo?
Oh, my goodness, my friend. Too much for the time allotted, but anything we missed, make sure you check out on the opening drive tomorrow with Jeff, JJ, and A-Marie in Las Vegas.
Robert, leave us with some words of wisdom.
If Calvin Ridley is listening, bet that 2 Men On will be on again tomorrow.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Oh, good. Great job, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
No. Thank you.
You have a good night, okay?
I'll unplug right now.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's not bad at all.